Yolanda Hudgens, Darshika Stewart, Caden Williams, and AJ. He's been a part of the McMinn County High School Cherokee's varsity football team for 3 years, and he plans on pursuing a degree in business at UTC. Wearing jersey number 26, Ethan Faulkner. Represented by Mom Kayleen Faulkner, Dad James Hall, and all of his siblings. Number of years as a member of McMinn County High School football, 3 years, and he plans to play college football. Wearing jersey number 35, Walker Titus Combs. Represented by Chris Combs, Kristen Combs, and Bowen Combs. He has been a member of the varsity football team for 2 years, and he plans on attending the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, pursuing a degree in criminal justice. Wearing jersey number 41, Landon Fagans. Represented by Will and L. Leonard, Dante Fagans, and Jamie Fagans. He's been a member of the varsity football team for 4 years, and he plans to play college football. Wearing jersey number 42, Zach Hilario. Represented by Grace Hilario, Sean Bowling, Evelyn Hilario, and Larry Hilario. He's been on the McMinn varsity football team for 2 years, and he plans to pursue a degree in business administration at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and has plans to run track at other colleges. Wearing jersey number 44, Luke Sliger. Represented by Mark and Crystal Sliger. His future plans is to become an electrician at Y12 Chemical Plant. Wearing jersey number 53, Jace Ross Falls. Represented by Mandy Falls and Jonathan Falls. He's been a member of the McMinn County High School varsity football team for 4 years, and he plans on studying wildlife at an undecided college, and also plans on playing college baseball. Wearing jersey number 61, Eli Patton. Represented by Tammy Patton and Philip Patton. He's been a member of the McMinn County High School varsity football team for 4 years, and he plans on majoring in civil engineering at an undecided college. He also plans on playing college football. Wearing jersey number 62, Genoa Zane Robinson. Represented by Nikki Robinson and Eric Robinson. He's been playing varsity football for 4 years, and he's undecided as to where he wants to go to college, but he wants to be an electrician. Wearing jersey number 74, Bo Placenthal. Represented by Christina Placenthal and Eric Placenthal. He's been a member of the McMinn County High School varsity football team for 3 years, and he plans to major in biology at Tennessee Westland. And wearing jersey number 82, Spencer Sullins. Represented by Stuart and Amy Sullins. He's been a member of the McMinn County High School varsity football team for 4 years, and he plans on attending college to major in pre-med to become an optometrist.
And now representing the MCHS Marching Band, let's give the football players and their families one last hand there. So call your name, please come forward. Representing the MCHS Marching Band, Jocelyn, Eve Adi, her mom Melissa, Dad Dave, sister-in-law, brother Hunter and Emily, Logan, and brother Anthony, who's on Facebook, FaceTiming us right now. She is the co-captain of the color guard, and her future goals include being a veterinary technician. Next is Anthony Carocchio, being escorted by Mike Carocchio, Crystal Carocchio, and his siblings Anna, Jacob, Sophia, and Samuel. He is the drum captain for the MCHS Marching Cherokees, and his plans are to attend college and be a mechanical engineer. Next we have Aspen Rain Cody. She's been escorted by Shay Croy and Michael Quinnell. She is the first ensemble section leader, and her future plans include studying law and becoming an attorney. Next we have Maddie Curtis, being escorted by Amanda and Jordan Curtis. Maddie has been accepted and attended the Governor's School of the Arts. She's made All East Honor Band her sophomore and junior year. She is the vice president of United Sounds, and she is the MCHS drum major and has been for 3 years. Her future plans include attending the University of Tennessee and pursuing a degree in public relations and marketing in music. Next we have Cammie Prince, been escorted by Paul and Katie Prince. She is a 2-year color guard captain and has plans on attending UTC, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and pursuing a degree in either political science or graphic design. Next we have Kyle Fuller. He's being escorted by Robert and Richard Fuller. His activities include being an Eagle Scout, and he is a baritone member of the band. His future plans include attending film school, being a filmmaker and a photographer, as well as continuing his career in racing. Next, we have Alana Lunn being escorted by Karen White, her grandmother, Dean LeBlanc, her grandfather, and Laura LeBlanc, her aunt. She's been in the band for 4 years, and she is a cymbal player. Future goals include attending college and receiving a veterinarian degree to be a veterinarian. Next, we have Devin Singleton being escorted by Victoria and Brian Singleton. Devin is the trumpet section leader and will be the soloist for tonight's halftime performance. He is a mentor for United Sounds and is currently pursuing and working on his Eagle Scout project. He plans to attend Middle Tennessee State for a degree in audio engineering and production. Representing the MCHS Golden Girls, we have Emma Kate. Emma's being escorted by Pearl and Chad Kate. Emma plans to attend Cleveland State Community College to major in nursing and become a labor and delivery nurse. Next, we have Henley Hahn. Henley is being escorted by Drew and Casey Hahn. She's been a member of the dance team for 3 years, and after high school, she wants to attend Tennessee Wesleyan College to get her bachelor's in business and become an insurance agent and open her own business. Next, we have Rayleigh Hawkins. Rayleigh has been escorted by Jimmy and Amanda Hawkins. She's been part of the dance team for 1 year and plans to go to college to become a dental hygienist. Next, we have Kiara Moore. She's being escorted by Diara and Corey Moore. She's been on the dance team for 1 year. After high school, she plans to attend Middle Tennessee State University, major in dance, and after college, audition for the NBA and the NFL dance teams. And finally, we have Lila Lee Swafford. She's being escorted by Stephanie Swafford, Dad Doug Swafford, and brother Waylon Swafford. She's been a part of the dance team for 1 year. She's planning on going to Cleveland State and then attending the University of Tennessee at Knoxville to study to become a sonographer. Let's give our awesome, awesome seniors at McMinn County High School one last round of applause. So, next we have our McMinn County High School senior cheerleaders. Go ahead. I'm listening. First, we have Hannah DeShirlea. She's being escorted by her parents, Jeff and Keisha DeShirlea. And she plans on attending ETSU and majoring in interior design. Next we have Araya Hudson. Being escorted by Andrew Hudson and Angie Hudson and her siblings. Going to attend ETSU and major in pediatric dentistry. Next we have Mandy Jones being escorted by her parents, Fred and Jan Jones, and her sister Fallon Jones. She plans to attend University of Mississippi and cheer in college. Next is McKaylee Torbett, escorted by Amber and Travis Torbett, and sister Madison Torbett. She will attend Tennessee Wesleyan College to continue cheering and major in communications. Who will be escorted by Wes and Nigel Weir. Rhonda and Chris Rector. She plans to attend South College to major in sonography. Let's give the McMinn County High School cheerleaders a really big round of applause.
Do it.
Great to see them honored pregame, and I know you're going to talk about this, but the view that we have tonight with those lights is unreal.
And they have installed LED lighting here at the stadium, and I'm telling you, looking down onto the field, it's just like it's daytime out there. It is so much brighter. It's unbelievable. And then to top it all off, right in front of us here, we sit at the 50, folks. Yes. That's right in front of us, that full moon just over the stadium as well. I mean, it is unbelievable. The weather, I'm guessing it's still in the mid-70s or so, but it is a great, great night for football. Well, we're going to go ahead and take just a quick 60-second break. We're about 7.5 minutes, I believe, from kickoff. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll go through the starting lineups, folks, and we are just minutes away from this region championship game. Back in 60 seconds.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but battling cancer requires more than awareness. Star Regional Medical Center reminds all women that the best way to fight cancer is to detect it early when the odds of success. This month, step beyond awareness and into action by scheduling your screening mammogram. Most women should get their first mammogram at age 40 and repeat based on their provider's recommendations. Schedule your annual mammogram at Star Regional Breast Center. Learn more at starregional.com.
Come to Osmond Flooring to take advantage of our policy of match and beat any price on
throughout the game and act in a manner that glorifies you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
McMinn County Marching Band plays the national anthem. Jared, I want you to stand up for just a second. I want you to help me describe this. I know you just got comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't call me out now.
Take a look around to your right and to your left. Look across. This place is going to be full tonight.
It is, and it rightfully so should be for both of these teams to have the fan support as Walker Valley is going to run out of their little banner there. But great Friday night, and it feels almost like it's late September or something. I mean, you're talking about the weather feeling perfect. It doesn't feel like a late October game. Next week, we might be saying something different.
It's going to be totally different. Yeah, we're just out here everybody's just out here in short sleeves tonight, maybe a few jackets, but I don't know that they're necessary. But a beautiful, beautiful night for high school football, and this is a big one. So let's go ahead, Jared, and let's go through the starting lineups for tonight's game.
We'll start with the Walker Valley Mustangs on offense. They will start left tackle 74, Luke Hawkins. He's a senior. Another senior is left guard 70, Riley Myers. Center will be a junior, number 73, Bryson Farley. Right guard 58, Ty Parker, a senior. Right tackle 68, Caleb Kelly, a junior. Quarterback will be number 1, Evan Swarzel. He's a senior, along with tailback number 0, Tanner Wittenbarger. Then the halfback will be number 10, Tate Roundtree, a junior. Number 8 is a wide receiver, Hudson McCuck, and he's a junior. Wide receiver number 19, Brady Stack, a senior. And then 11, Zeke Garrison will also play wide out and a junior. On the defensive side of the ball for the Mustangs, it'll be defensive lineman number 49, Jack Shantz, a junior. 81, Eli Cross, a junior. 38, Connor Phillips, a senior. 75, Jeremiah Townsend, a junior. Linebackers include a trio: number 17, Noah Green, a senior; 23, Leandre Hinton, a senior; and 5, Jacob Hollinsworth, a senior. Cornerbacks include 2, Braxton Smith, a senior; and 27, Josiah Shepard, a senior. Free safety includes 13, Mason Alexander, a junior; and 24, Tyron Forte, a senior. Kicking duties will be handled by number 9, Eli Wilson. He's a senior. And then the kicking duties, and then the punting will be by the quarterback.
Another quarterback punter.
I feel like we have that week in and week out, it almost seems. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. On the other side for the Cherokees offensively, they will start right tackle, 77, Camden Goforth, 6'4", 275-pound sophomore. Right guard was 61, Eli Patton, 6'3", 275 senior. Center will be 62, Genoa Robinson, 6', 302 senior. Left guard 53, J.C. Falls, 5'11", 248 senior. Left tackle is 58, Ace Cagle, 6'1", 220 sophomore. Quarterback will be number 11, Brady Mullins, 6'1", 175 junior. Tailback 22, Talon Tarzan White, 5'10", 160-pound junior. Halfback number 10, Jacob Sharp, 5'6", 132 junior. Fullback will be number 6, Mackay McDermott, 5'6", 212 sophomore. Wideouts include 26, Ethan Faulkner, 6'1", 176 senior, and 2, Dakota Thompson, 5'7", 132-pound junior. Defensively for the Cherokees, got a couple of guys getting some experience here, young guys, with a suspension and then an injury. On the defensive line, it'll be number 5, Jacarian Peanut Dyer getting a start at defensive end, 5'6", 188 sophomore. Defensive tackle, Jackson Montgomery, number 55, 6', 243 junior. The other newcomer to the line the last couple of games, 38, Jackson Lyle, 6'1", 220 sophomore. And then Caden Melton, number 36, 6'1", 185 junior, will play the strong defensive side with Rouse out. Linebackers include 44, Luke Sliger, 5'9", 175 senior. 41, Landon Fagan, 6'2", 210 senior. And 37, Cam Miller, 6'1", 210 junior. Cornerbacks include Dakota Thompson and Jacob Sharp. Ethan Faulkner will play safety, so those three going both ways. And then rounding out the safeties will be number 1, Cayman Brown, 5'10", 165-pound junior. Spencer Solons, number 82, will handle all the kicking duties. He's a 6'4", 190-pound senior. Those are your starting lineups.
All right, and the Cherokees are taking the field. You can probably hear the crowd behind us. Captains for tonight's game for the Cherokees were Landon Fagans, Luke Sliger, Eli Patton, and J.C. Falls. Jared, the Cherokees have won the toss, and as they did a week ago, they've elected to receive again. So they're going to get the ball first, and we're just about to go underway here. We're going to keep it right here because the clock is saying just 30 seconds away from kickoff. So, Jared, this Walker Valley, one thing that concerns me, or it's somewhat impressive, the Walker Valley defense only giving up 94 points on the year, and Bradley Central scored 35 of those. So they are a defense that can be pretty doggone stingy.
They are, and I guess the benefit of being at home last week is I could listen to you all, but also keep up with their game against Pure Academy, which we had no idea who Pure Academy was. They only dressed 22 people, so you think, okay, it's like a Howard, but they're kind of a private school that can essentially recruit, we'll say unofficially. But they held them to only 8 points, and the 21-8 win last week wasn't really indicative of how that game was. It was 8-7. Pure Academy for 3/4 of that game. So we'll see defensively how they can handle with McMinn's run. I think the offensive line creating some holes will be the key for the Cherokees on this matchup here in region play and for this region championship. So we'll see.
Those lines are going to, both sides of the line, offense and defense, going to play a big role here tonight. Well, Walker Valley is huddled up at the 40. They're getting ready to kick off. We have Ethan Faulkner back deep, and also Tarzan White is back deep.
I feel like I'm at Neyland Stadium. Got a little pre-game kickoff music, same song they play with the bright lights and stuff. Yep. So LED lights.
It really is a different look here. You just can't believe it till you get here. But it is bright out there on the field. Here is the opening kickoff. It's going to be taken short by Dakota Thompson at the 16-yard line. He's going to find some running room over the 30 to the 35. Pushed out of bounds just before he gets to the 40-yard line. So the Cherokees are going to have good field position coming out.
That was really his own guy knocked him out of bounds. That's the only difference in that one. But
he was trying to block for him, but he was kind of getting pushed back into him and went on out of bounds. They're going to mark this ball actually up over the 40-yard line. I guess he got a couple of more steps in. So McMinn County is going to take over at their own 43-yard line on this initial possession. So Brady Mullins brings his team out, and that is Tarzan White that gets the start there in the backfield. Mullins makes the call, now looks over to the sideline. They're changing the play, or maybe they're putting the play in for the first time. Waiting for the initial snap. Mullins has it straight up the middle. They're going to give it to Tarzan White. He's going to have a couple of yards up to the 45, but pretty well played. My goodness. Camden Goforth blocked a guy about 10 yards down the field, and he ended up on his back. Not Goforth, the defender.
I was going to say it. Camden Goforth, I mean, such a bright future for him. Sophomores, you got him for 2 more years.
Oh, wow.
And just getting some notoriety in the recruiting space, so.
Listed at 6'4", 275. He's every bit of that. Here is Mullins, and he's going to be down. The ball came out. It was a read option there. He pulled it back, was going around the left end, and the ball came loose, but he had already hit the ground. But nonetheless, it is going to be a loss of a yard back to the McMinn County 44-yard line. Brady got a little tripped up right there. He couldn't have a big play.
Definitely did. Walker Valley quickly, I mean, from our angle, it looked like it was clearly Brady diving on it.
Hearing a lot of, I was like, why are we hearing this band so well? It's Walker Valley across the way.
Yeah, and they're going to play the same song the whole game, it sounds like.
So here is a snap. Mullins rolls to his right, looking to pass. Doesn't have anybody open. Now he's going to tuck and try to run, but he's not going to get anywhere. Probably loses another yard back to the original line of scrimmage. Walker Valley had that played well. He did not have an open receiver. Couldn't find anyone.
Punt fake he had. There is a flag down. So we'll see.
It looks like they're looking to the sideline. I think they'll decline this. Yeah. We'll get the call and officially make sure they decline it. I'm sure they will. They do. The ball is pushed back to the McMinn 43-yard line. So it's 4th down and 10. Spencer Sullins comes in, one of the best punters in the state of Tennessee, averaging over 45 yards a punt. I know that impresses a lot of people visiting teams when they see him punt. Waiting for the snap. It's a low one. He has to field it. He's going to have to get it off quickly. Amazingly, just gets it off. It's going to take a Cherokee bounce. It's going to end up around the 29-yard line. Spencer had to play that one like a shortstop. Came bouncing back to him. Lucky to get the punt away.
And Coach Cagle looking at the referee. Spencer trying to get the call because they ran right into him while his kicking leg was out. So even trying to rush the kickoff. Still got a good kick, though. And it looks like Walker Valley's band will be quiet now for those listening.
That's true. So Walker Valley's going to take over at their own 29-yard line on their first possession here in the first quarter. We're just underway. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. There's no score. So Walker Valley comes to the line. They pitch it back. It's fumbled. Ball is out, and Walker Valley gets on it, but they're going to have a tough loss. That was Wittenberger that mishandled the pitch. It wasn't a great pitch, by the way. And they're going to lose yardage all the way back to the 19-yard line. So it's a loss of 10 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 20. Swartzel is your quarterback. He's number 1. The running back, Tanner Wittenbarger. That's who you're going to see a good dose of, I believe. Got an H-back there as well. So Swartzel. Now the McMinn County defensive line switching sides.
Got Dyer and Melton that switch sides on the defensive ends there.
Yeah, they got Melton moved out to the defensive end. Now they fake that pass, and they're going to throw it over the middle. Got an open receiver. He's going down the sideline, inside the 50, inside the 40. It's going to be a foot race, but they're not going to catch him. He's going to go all the way. That was Brady Stack, the receiver that caught the ball over the middle and just outpaced the defenders for McMinn County. So he goes 81 yards for the touchdown, and Walker Valley strikes first here. 9:11 to go in the first quarter, and it's Walker Valley 6, McMinn County nothing. And the point after is coming.
It's not, McMinn didn't really bite on the run toss fake that the Schwartzel tried to pull there, and he just stepped back. He's going to be the holder here on the extra point.
Yep, here is the extra point, almost blocked by McMinn County, but it goes through. So 9:11 to go in the first quarter. Walker Valley 7, McMinn County nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Simmons Bank is proud to be part of our communities. I'm Shane Whalen, Regional President of our East Tennessee market. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other, because we accomplish more together than we do alone. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit us today. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that All Things Exterior has the largest selection of vinyl siding and metal roofing in this area? Hi, I'm Buffy Jones, inviting you to stop by and see how we can help with your construction or home improvement project. Our prices are competitive and no job is too big or small. Many colors are available within 1 to 2 business days. Micah and I have nearly 20 years of experience, so we know the industry. And we have professional installers who can get the job done right. We're located at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop for vinyl siding, roofing, and more.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Wilson getting ready to kick off for the second time tonight. So it's a big play by Walker Valley, and now there's some whistles just before the kickoff. And
they're going to uniform violation.
Uniform violation.
So the undershirt there for one of the Cherokees is not the color of the jersey, so I have to tuck that in.
All right. Well, one of those things. We'll kick it off again here. 9:11. Never got to the kickoff. The whistle blew before the play started. So here is the kickoff by Wilson. This time it's going to go kick to the other side. Going to be taken again by Thompson. He's trying to come across the field running horizontally. He's not going to be able to get anywhere doing that. So Walker Valley, you got to say, Jared, has come out fired up here in the first quarter.
Just the body language right there. Walker Valley, you can kind of see it. They're fired up for this one. And McMinn maybe sleeping a little bit here first series.
Might have woke up there after that long touchdown. So. We certainly hope so. So the offense now coming back onto the field. Just 7-0, folks. 9:05 in the first quarter. We're getting underway. And so Brady Mullins now bringing his team to the line. Cam Miller coming on late. He'll have to get the call, I believe.
They'd sent another Cherokee off for shirt, tail untucked, which is funny because I watched Walker Valley's game last week, and they had several with shirt, tails untucked. So
here is a handoff to Sharp up the middle. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard, but they shot right through there.
A little bit of a horse collar there. Had him wrapped up around the head. But
yeah, we're going to call it a loss. We'll call it the line of scrimmage, right back at the 20 again. So no gain. Going to be second down and 10. Cherokee's got to get something moving here. Again, Walker Valley band plays through our offensive set. Rollout, Brady Mullins. He's looking, and it's going to be batted down. Tried to make a pass, but it was batted down by a defender for Walker Valley. It goes as incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up third down and 10. I'm guessing there's no TSSAA rule about playing playing through plays. So it seems like maybe the official could take care of that as well, but that doesn't seem to be anything that's going to happen. So third down and 10 for the Cherokees. Need a big play right here. Brady Mullins takes the snap, going to roll out. No, he's going to hand off to Tarzan White to the left side. Needs to break a tackle. He does. There's a flag down behind the play. He was going to have enough for the first down, but it looks like there's going to be a flag, and it could be holding. We'll see.
Such a good run.
Yep, another holding call. Wow. So that's going to cost them 10 from the line of scrimmage. It's going to make third down and 20 after the penalty. I say from the line of scrimmage. It may have happened downfield. So we'll see where, the flag is on the 21, I think. So I think they just marked this, or the 22. We'll take it back to the 12-yard line with the penalty. So it wasn't a full 10 yards. The foul happened on the other side of the line of scrimmage, on the Walker Valley side, so they mark it 10 from the spot of the foul. So third down, 18 for the Cherokees. Having some issues right now moving the football. Mullins waiting for the snap, now looks over to the sideline. Tarzan White moves to the left of the quarterback. And they're going to hand off to Tarzan over the right side, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
There's a flag down here on the near sideline.
So we'll check the flag out. Thank you, Jared. Didn't see that one.
Well, he casually just dropped it on about the 22-yard line.
The ball is setting now at, well, it's still at the 12, so he must have fought. That's a sideline warning on McMinn County. So things not going well here for the Cherokees, at least initially. It's going to bring up 4th down and 18 from their own 12-yard line, and you're going to be asking Spencer Sullins to punt you out of trouble here. Remember, the last snap was low. Had to make a great play just to get the ball away. They probably snapped some on the sidelines over here. Here is a good snap. Spencer Sullins gets the kick away. It's going to land at about the 48-yard line. There's no fair catch. He tries to make some yardage, but he only picks up another yard. He's going to take it to the 47-yard line of McMinn County.
And Spencer literally got his plant leg ran over. He comes up limping.
My
right
goodness.
In front of the referee. No call again.
I don't know how you missed that. My goodness. That's 2 punts in a row.
Yep.
So Walker Valley takes over inside McMinn County territory at their 47, at the McMinn County 47. Good field position for Walker Valley on their second drive. They scored quickly. 2 plays is all it took on their first possession.
One of which was a fumble.
Yeah, 7:30 is exactly right. 7:35 to go in the first quarter. Walker Valley 7, McMinn nothing. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff. The ball goes on the ground. The quarterback picks it up. Swarzel's trying to find some running room. He's going to be taken down for a loss back at the 50-yard line. So they are having some issues holding on to the football.
Well, we'll see what happens with this one. I'm beginning to think it might be a play tactic that they do in the first play.
That's the truth. Both first downs, they fumbled the football. Walker Valley in their all-white uniforms. White helmets, white shirts, white pants, trimmed in blue. I should say trimmed in blue and yellow, but their numbers are blue. McMinn County in their traditional home, all black. Black helmets, black jerseys, black pants, trimmed in gold. Swartzel, empty backfield, steps back. Looking for a receiver. Now he's going to scramble, but he's going to be taken down after a short gain. Melton in there on the play. Who else, Jared?
Lyle. Jackson Lyle. Sandwiched him.
Good reaction there by both of those Cherokees. Ball back at the original line of scrimmage now. It's 3rd down and 10 from the McMinn County 47. And defense, boy, we need a big stop right here. Glad you're joining us tonight, either by radio, WJSQ, WLAR. Many of you may be watching on YouTube tonight. We're glad to have everyone. Special thanks to Josh Bogus, Videography, who does a great job getting us on the video live stream. So we appreciate his work. 3rd down and 10, and there's a whistle before the play starts. It's not a timeout. There must have been some type of penalty. Was it a delay of game?
He put a holding.
It wasn't.
It looked like it was not a delay of game.
It wasn't a delay of game signal. Not sure. He just crossed his chest with both arms. But anyway, it was a 5-yard penalty against Walker Valley. Going to move the ball back into Walker Valley territory at their 48 now. 5:57 to go. 3rd down and 15. Swartzel in the backfield. He has one back there. He's going to come out on a little curl route, but he's going to be taken down. Yes. Swartzel taken down in the backfield. Montgomery was there. Melton, I think, was there. Was Peanut there?
It was Peanut Dyer.
It was Dyer.
Montgomery, yep. Great. Just Montgomery busted through that line right there and dropped him for a big sack.
He had the back coming out on a little curl route that was probably going to be open, but he just didn't have enough time. They give up the extra blocker by taking the back out of the backfield. So it's all the way back to the Walker Valley 39-yard line. It's 4th and about 25, and they're going to be punting. And it's Swartzel, the quarterback, who does the punting. Thompson and Faulkner are deep to return. Here's a pretty nice punt that's going to go over the head. Now taken by Faulkner, who makes a little move trying to come up the sideline.
Wow.
And he's going to get over the 20. Returned it for about 8 yards there, and it looked like he was just going to let it bounce, and at the last minute picked it up. Always a questionable and dangerous play when you see that, but it wasn't anybody too close to him when he did.
And when you see the return man turn around to where the guys are coming and look over his shoulder, that's never good.
That's never a good sign.
He put on a move right there. They had 3 guys coming at him, and sidesteps all 3 of them.
So the ball is going to be set at the 22-yard line.
Need to get the offense rolling right here.
Yeah, got to get something going. Look to the sideline. We got 2 receivers. That's Faulkner and Thompson split out to the right. No one out to the left. Sharp and White in the backfield with Mullins. And it's going to be taken by Mullins. He pulls it back in, but I'm telling you, they had everything covered. They had the quarterback covered. They had the back covered. Nothing there, really.
Really got lucky to probably hang on to the ball.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage somehow. So still 2nd down and 10. And, you know, Jared, I got to look at this and say right now they're getting penetration through our line right now.
They are, which is one of the keys I mentioned in the pregame.
And a little surprising.
You know, the way this offensive line has been able to create some holes against some good defensive lines this year.
This time it's going to be Sharp around the left-hand side. He finds some room. He's going to break it out over the 35, close to the 40, gets pushed out of bounds. And it is one thing about this McMinn County offense. They're patient, and then they seem to break one.
Yep. And that right there, that play looked like it was going to get hung up in the backfield a little bit.
It did.
And it turned out to be fantastic for them.
15-yard pickup on the play. Up to the McMinn County 37-yard line. It's 1st down and 10. Clock at 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Here's a handoff to Sharp again. This time he breaks it out over the left side. He's going to have a 1st down up to about the 50-yard line. So now getting something going here is the Cherokee offense. We're going to call it the 49 of Walker Valley. And that's a pickup of 14. So 15-yard. Well, they moved it back to the 50. Yeah. It's on the 50. Pickup of 13. I like to give us an extra yard or two along the way.
Never know when that could help.
Nonetheless, 1st down and 10. You heard Chris Powers say 1st down Cherokees. 3:44 to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Walker Valley. Here's a run right up the middle by Tarzan White. He has to fight for 1 yard. Not much there. They had that one covered well.
And it's just that middle of that line is collapsing right there.
Yep. And now they have worked their way up to the 49-yard line of Walker Valley in Walker Valley territory. 2nd down and 9. Sliger in there now, and he's going to flank out to the right side. They have 3 receivers out here to the right. Keep an eye on Luke Sliger. He wasn't in the game a second ago. Now he is.
They've only got 2 covered. Safety's going to try to come over, but hey, right here's screen.
Yep, they're going to run it with Tarzan White. He's going to need to break a tackle, but he can't get it done. They had, as you said, we had 3 guys flanked out to the right side. It looked pretty much like they had 2 defenders on those receivers with a safety kind of eyeing things, but he was pretty far away from them.
A little just bubble screen right there to Sliger or Faulkner would have been probably a good pickup for a 1st down there.
It was a pickup of 2 yards on the play. It's 3rd down and 7, so it's a big 3rd down. Could be already in 4-down territory if he gets anything at all on this play. Here's a fake, looking to pass over the middle.
Pass interference, there we go.
We're going to get a flag on that one. Faulkner broke across the middle. The defender there was there just too soon. Bumps Faulkner. I guess I should wait for the official call, but it sure did look like it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's going to be 15.
It should be. Sorry, I got ahead of the game there too, but, you know, stranger things have happened.
It's easy to do, but I think they're going to step this one off surely. against Walker Valley. I'm looking for the head official. Yeah, they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage, I guess. 15 yards from there. That's going to take it inside the 35-yard line. Keep walking, Mr. Referee.
Yeah. Walk all the way to the 1 yard line.
We're going to call it the 32-yard line of Walker Valley, and it's a first down and 10 for the Cherokees. Trying to tie this game up in the first quarter. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to do it. Walker Valley leading 7-0. We got a good one going already, and we got both teams jumping at the same time. I'm not sure who that's going to be a call on.
Everybody was confused. McMinn was trying to signal something in. The referee thought coaches were talking to him. The players jumped.
It's going to go on McMinn. They're going to back him up 5. From the 32 back to the 37.
That's one of those, unfortunately, that one's going to get called on the offense.
Just about it. And it could have been, but there was simultaneous jumping. Our guys didn't jump because Walker Valley came into the neutral zone. It was just exactly at the same time. Here is a handoff along the right-hand side to Sharp. Again, he needs to break a tackle. He does momentarily. He fights forward. There's a flag down in the middle of the football field. Sharp had carried up to about the 31-yard line, it looked like, but the flag is setting on the 33-yard line. So we'll see what the call is. Again, in the area of what you might expect a holding, but we'll wait for the call.
There may also be one on the sideline here.
Could be a late hit possibly on the sideline.
Unfortunately, the way the coaching staff from McMinn's reacting, I don't think it's going to be in favor of the Cherokees.
All right, let's see what the call is. It's a block in the back on the Cherokees, and then a personal foul, dead ball personal foul.
Hold on.
And the coaching staff thought that one was going to go against Walker Valley. They're both against the Cherokees. And take a look at the Walker Valley players signaling to our sideline that it's on us.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be two separate a 10-yard penalty and a 15-yard penalty, 25 yards of penalty yardage. This one's going to be all the way back to the McMinn County 42-yard line. Wow.
One of the coaches from McMinn asked one of the sideline referees, who was it on? He goes, I don't know.
Good
so, and there's one side referee, the one that called the sideline warning earlier, that he's not even talking to, he's not letting anybody talk to him. It's kind of an interesting. It's not the way it's been all year, let's say it that way.
The officials are still talking. The teams have lined up at the line of scrimmage. I think we're getting ready to play. Well, the good news is it's first down, but unfortunately it's first down and 40.
Which is...
So we'll see where we go. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Cherokees trailing. Here's a quick snap. They're going to hand it off to Tarzan White.
Lost his footing.
Wow. Looked like he may have something there, but I agree. I think he slipped there as he was getting ready to make a move to the outside. Gets tackled after a very short gain up to the 44. Second down and 38 to go.
I don't know how many second and 38 plays you got. I mean, you're picking them up in chunks is what you're trying to do.
Yep. Another quick snap. There's Sharp looking for running room. It's just not there. Up over the 45, maybe stretched it to the 48-yard line. That's just a pickup of 4 yards. Jared, this one has the feel of a dogfight.
It does. I just, would feel a little bit better in the dogfight if Cherokees were pushing the ball forward instead of backward.
And they got to clean things up a little bit. That's what it amounts to. So it's going to be third down and 34. Again, there's no play for that. You get as much as you can get.
It's going to be close to a record. First and 40 a minute ago.
Yeah. Let's see if Mullins puts it up in the air here. He's looking to the sideline. And they're not really necessarily stacking the box as you might think. Here's a handoff that goes right up the middle to Tarzan White. There's nothing there, up to maybe the 50-yard line. And that's all they're going to give him. So it's another pickup of 2 to the 50, and that's going to bring up Spencer Solons, thankfully, he is running back out there after being ran into, what we believe, twice with no calls.
And they really don't have to even snap this one. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Play clock hadn't even started, so.
Trying to see the number of the return man back there.
2. So it'll be Braxton Smith.
Braxton Smith back there. They will punt it away, barely get it off. Again, it looks like they ran into the kicker, and there's no call.
Nope.
And Solons is down. The kick goes bouncing out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Here comes Spencer Solons limping off the field. And I'm sure Coach Cagle's wanting some explanation.
Yeah, it's after the second time, it gets kind of ridiculous.
Well, that's going to do it in the first quarter. Walker Valley's going to have the ball when we open things back up in the second. But for right now, it's Walker Valley 7, McMinn County nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Companion Funeral Home of Athens has served thousands of families in McMinn and surrounding counties since opening their doors in 2017. As a local, family-owned, full-service funeral home, the Cody family appreciates the trust you've placed in them to guide you through the process of making both traditional burial and cremation funeral arrangements for your loved ones. Now they can also provide an affordable, beautiful place of remembrance for your loved ones with the opening of Hiwassee Memorial Gardens. Learn more at HiwasseeMemorialGardens.com. Companion Funeral Home, 400 South White Street, Athens.
Hello, this is Renee with Madison Avenue Pharmacy. Here at your only independently owned Health Mart Pharmacy, we can save you a trip to your provider or urgent care center by providing on-the-spot testing for illnesses such as flu, strep, and COVID. We can also provide medications if you have positive results. Madison Avenue Pharmacy is open from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 on Saturday. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens. Health Mart, taking time to listen and care.
WJSQ FM 101.7, WLAR AM 1450, Athens.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Walker Valley brings their team to the line. Schwartzel's your quarterback. They put a man in motion. This is the first play of the second quarter. The Cherokees are down 7-0. Here's a direct snap. Well, it is Schwartzel, the quarterback. He finds some running room. Thankfully, runs into the referee that's located in the center of the field. That slowed him down a little bit, and the Cherokees bring him down, but not before he gets the ball out to the 36-yard line. So a pickup of 16.
Their first down right there.
Good grief.
And McMinn had him stop a couple of arm tackles within 2 yards of the line. Should have been wrapped up a little bit earlier.
So another 1st and 10 for Walker Valley. Remember Schwartzel from a year ago. Here's a quick pass to the outside. It's going to be completed, and that is, I think that was 6, wasn't it?
6, yep.
Ulo?
Yep.
Ulo, just a sophomore, big kid, tall. Makes a nice catch. He moves it up to the 45-yard line. And they're going to go right back to him again, and he's open. He's going to get it up to the 50-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Giving him a lot of room there, Jared.
They are, and like you said, he's got some. We don't have the heights and weights on most of them, and he's got some size to him.
He's a good 6'2". And Jacob Sharp, now he stops, now going to go long. They tried that on us. Now they find a receiver over the middle. It's going to be another first down. This time it's Makuk. May not be pronouncing that right, but he's going to be inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line of McMinn. And it's another first down. 3 first downs here quickly for Walker Valley. And the Cherokees needing to bow up right here. Now, they do a lot of bend, not break as they're coming down the field. They're kind of known for that. Time to not break right here. Schwartzel in the backfield. He's got Wattenbarger back there with him. He's going to fake it, going to throw under pressure. Montgomery's after him. He eludes him. Now he's going to throw downfield. The ball's going to be thrown out of bounds and incomplete. Montgomery chasing him hard.
And a late flag. Wow.
So right in the middle of the field. Let's see what the call is.
They must be getting paid by the flag.
The officials coming over. It's an ineligible receiver downfield for the Cherokees. I'm sorry. for the Mustangs. Ineligible
there you
receiver or lineman downfield. Let's see how they step this off. The play was an incomplete pass.
And so that essentially is a lineman down the field.
Yes. So 5-yard penalty. Isn't that a loss of down?
Should be.
I think it should be second down.
After the penalty, Mustangs will have it 1st and 15.
Well. I guess I might be thinking of intentional grounding, but all right. First, it's a 5-yard penalty back to the 42-yard line of McMinn. 1st down and 15. That's the way they've got it marked. Schwartzel in the backfield. He's going to fake a handoff, and now he's going to go straight up the middle. Pretty good runner. He's going to be close to the 1st down inside the 30-yard line. They're moving the football. Going to be down to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 14.
Thought he picked up the 1st down and threw the arm out there as the lineman quickly told him you didn't make it.
Didn't
Get back
quite
over
make
here.
it there. 2nd down and 1. So they've been successful throwing the football. They've been successful running it. Schwartzel looking pretty good out there, actually. And this time, he's going to keep it himself again, try to go for 1. I think he probably got it. He's right up by the marker. We paid for it a little bit, though.
Oh, yeah.
He took a hit.
The FAR official has it marked short, but the referee's going to take a timeout for the measurement.
They're going to take a measurement. We'll stay right here with them.
Region championship, you got to do that.
Got to make sure, I guess. Ball sitting right at the 27-yard line, and that's just about where he needs to get. So let's see. So, Jared, again, we had a great Cherokee game day with Daryl Patterson as our guest, and, man, he had lots of stories and lots of good stuff to talk about. He's going to join us again for Cherokee Chat at the half, so you don't want to miss that. We'll take up where we left off. Boy, they're getting right down there on it, and it's a 1st down. So, ball moves up to the McMinn 27-yard line, and another 1st down for Walker Valley.
4 first downs for him on this drive.
We haven't talked about it a lot, but of course Rouse out on that defensive line,
and Henry Cook out with an injury.
Henry Cook out with. There's really 2 young players out there, and inexperienced that are playing some new positions. Maybe that's showing up a little here tonight. Here's the snap. Schwartzel looking for that quick pass again. He's wide open. He's going to pick up inside the 20-yard line, steps out of bounds inside the 20. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, it's right at the 17. So, again, that's right on the yard marker. They're going to wave them on this time. Going to give them that one. Another 1st down, Jared.
Just little chunk play. Well, I say chunk plays. There have been 10-yard chunk
10 yards,
plays.
but it's just a short pass to the receiver. But right now, our defenders are playing well off of those players that are split to each side.
I think maybe that first touchdown you saw across the middle where their receiver was able to beat everybody in space, maybe that's got them a little hesitant to play up. Don't want to get caught behind them.
There's a high snap. Looked like a broken play, but Schwartzel's going to make something out of it, and he's going to run the ball inside the 10. He reached to fake a handoff. There was no back around, and then he just tucked it and ran right up the middle, gets down to the 11-yard line, picks up 6 yards. And that's just where we're at tonight.
And Schwartzel, very athletic quarterback, dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
So I feel like every year Walker Valley kind of has that hyped up. They're a loaded, high potent team, but this year it's kind of living up to that hype for sure.
They are at this point, that's for sure. Remember, this is a team that did beat Cleveland earlier in the year, so they're certainly capable of putting a good game together. Here is a carry up the middle. This time the Cherokees are there. I think Peanut Dyer was the first on the scene, but several Cherokees in there.
Cayman Brown coming up as well from that safety position. But Dyer did get the sack.
They just kind of sold out on something there, didn't they?
They're like, look, if they're going to just keep running up the middle, we're going to be the first ones to the backfield.
So. He loses yardage back to the 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's a big play right here early in this game. Time ticking away, 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Walker Valley leading 7-0. Here is a toss to the right-hand side, and Caden Melton's going to take him down for a loss, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I think he's back to about the 15-yard line, and we're going to see a field goal attempt coming in here. Ball is a loss of 2, back to the 15. And so it is Wilson who's coming in to attempt what will be a 32-yard field goal. He's a lefty.
That's what I was going to say. Kicking from the other side.
Here's the snap. Slow to get there, but he gets the kick away, and it is good. So 7:19 to go here in the second quarter. Walker Valley scores again. 32-yard field goal by Wilson. It's 10-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, you around your home and think you may need some help. See Bush, so East Tennessee since 1950, and projects against whether model, replace the doors, or a new build from the ground up. We got the supply. Contact us today, 237-4704, or visit us online at hiwassee.com. Our can help you accomplish remodel or build dreams. We are proud to support Main Money Athletics.
Elevators, Dodge Jeep and dealers, McMinn Cannon There's Leon in 1966. There's been and Splasher Athens. There's for all your Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep needs.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, 7:19 to go in the second quarter. McMinn County down now 10-0. Jared, this is an important drive right here. Walker Valley will get the ball coming back out in the second half, so you got to do something right here.
100%.
Feels like you have to anyway.
Points have to be on the scoreboard here, and I think Cherokees know that.
Yeah.
They're very capable of running the 7:19 off the clock. And what do we have?
And before we get started, there is a whistle. And I'm looking at the head official to see if there's a call coming. On the far side official was now he's coming in to talk.
His arm up in the air.
Yep. Well, I don't think we're going to get a call out of it. So we're going to kick it off again. May have been a clock issue. There is an official on the sideline over there that may be a clock operator. And nonetheless, Walker Valley getting ready to kick off here again. 7:19 to go in the second quarter. Walker Valley leading 10-0. It's been short kicks thus far. This one's going to go deep, however, but it's going to be taken at the 3-yard line. Dyer with it returning. Don't see him return the ball that much, and he's going to not get to the 20-yard line. He's going to be hit before he gets there and taken down. And that might have been where they might have switched their up backs with the shorter, and that time he kicked it a little deeper. Maybe he's checking that out. So the ball's going to be, we're going to call it the 19-yard line. That's where McMinn County is going to take over at their own 19. Again, feel like you got to get something going here on this drive. You don't want to let this momentum get completely out of hand.
Got one-on-one coverage out here to the left, and nobody out there to help.
Here's a handoff to Sharp. Needs a block. He's trying to get one, but he's only going to have a short gain. Walker Valley did a good job of just stretching that out. He never could find a place to cut back. Picks up a couple of yards to the 21. So it is positive yardage.
Ran it to the long side of the field, which is not something you normally see from the Cherokees.
Yep. Second down and 8. Clock now under 7 minutes. And you can kind of sense these Cherokee fans getting a little restless. They're ready to cheer about something, and it's just been all Walker Valley thus far. Here's a handoff up the middle. Sharp looking for running room. Finds it down the sideline. Gets pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down. And that was one arm tackle away from breaking it right there.
And really just needed about another 6 inches on the sideline, and he could have tiptoed around it.
Let's see where he's pushed out. I think it's right at the 35-yard line. That's where they mark it. So that's a pickup of 14. That's what we're looking for. A little more of that. You hope at least, Jared, that you're wearing these guys down with all these runs. You're wearing that line down, linebackers, even though they're playing well right now. Here's a handoff to Big 44. Luke Sliger looking for running room, breaks a tackle, gets up close to the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39. He should have been tackled for loss, but he broke a tackle.
He ran over a couple of guys, too.
That's always what he brings to the table.
A little stiff arm there.
Here's McMinn working a little quicker now. Walker Valley not set up. Now they are. They look for a play. I think they were prepared to run something quickly there. Maybe Mullins didn't like what he saw. And may see the Cherokees pick up the pace a little bit. And this one's going to be to Sliger as well. They've got this one played well, though. Nothing there on that right side.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it to Walker Valley sideline too many times.
That one, they're going to see a loss there. I think there's a Walker Valley player down on the sideline.
Mustang shaking up on the play.
He's right on the sideline. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and, with 5:57 to go here in the second quarter, it's 10-0. Walker Valley leading McMinn. We'll take a 60-second break. 60-second break.
University of more than 80 majors and minors at the undergraduate and graduate level. With the PWU pledge, students may be eligible to attend tuition-free. Send one student to the show, ensure students receive individualized attention, and Tennessee Wesleyan remains the most important college is the tnwesleyan.edu to learn more about all opportunities. This is Tennessee Wesleyan University.
All right, back at Cherokee Stadium, a big third down here. 3rd down and 6 for the Cherokees. Clock running again. Now we're under 5:45. 3rd down and 6. Mullins awaits the snap. Tarzan White back there. He's going to get it right up the middle. He's going to drop the ball momentarily, but picked it back up. Still battling inside the 40-yard line, and now a decision to make.
That was a long 6 yards, too, because it felt like he ran for that long.
I think he dropped the ball. It was on the far side. The fans for Walker Valley cheered there for just a second, but I think it bounced right back up into his chest, and he kept running. He gets it all the way to the 42-yard line, pick up a 3, so it's 4th down and 3, and right now the Cherokees are on the line of scrimmage.
Got to think maybe trying to draw them off sides here.
Maybe draw them off, try to draw them off, and then they might call a timeout and think about it.
Everybody within 7 yards of the line, too.
Nope, they run a play. And it's going to be Tarzan White who's fighting for the first down. He gets over the 45-yard line.
That was just pure will from Tarzan White.
Absolutely
Carried
was.
A couple of Mustangs with him to pick it up.
Remember, again, Tarzan White listed at 5'10", 160. Carried a couple of guys to the 46-yard line. Picks up 4. Most importantly, a first down to keep this drive going with 4:28 to go in the second quarter. Big play. They ran that play clock all the way down to 1 almost as if it was just a fake, and then they ran the play. Mullins hands off to White again. This time, nowhere to go, but he breaks a tackle. And he's going to keep driving for 3 or 4 yards. They hit him behind the line of scrimmage.
Had a hold of his ankle and thought he was going to go down, but went forward.
It seems like with all these runs, something else should be open.
Yep. The way they have kind of crept up there
up to the 49-yard line of McMinn. 2nd down and 7.
A little play action right here would be nice.
Yep.
Dakota Thompson out here one-on-one with the defender.
You just think it's got to be open.
Senior versus senior out here on the left side.
And here's a handoff to Sharp. He's going to try to get outside, but he can't. He's tackled, but going to lose a yard. I think he might have stretched out back. Nope, they're going to call it at the 48, so it is a loss of a yard. Back to the McMinn 48, and we're just not getting out there to the edge. Walker Valley running a player off. And McMinn County lining up quickly, but not running a play. They're just lining up quickly, then looking to the sideline to get the play. It's allowing Walker Valley time to get set back up. Straight up the middle, it's Sharp again, and he's not going to have any running room. Gets over the 50 to the 49-yard line of Walker Valley. So it's going to bring up another 4th down. And I don't know if Coach Cagle's going to roll the dice. He's lining up. Here's that offense lining up. 25 on the play clock. They got plenty of time.
2.5 in the second quarter.
It is 4th and 5. Yeah. Game clock at 2 minutes and 20 seconds now. Now are they trying to draw them off this time? Coach Cagle standing by an official. And he does call a timeout at the very last second that he could do so. Well, Jared, let's keep it right here. It's 2 minutes and 5 seconds until halftime. It has not been what McMinn had hoped for here in the first half at all.
No, definitely not. And like I said earlier, it kind of looked like you could see the body language of both teams were different, completely different. Walker Valley kind of came out hyped up. McMinn, not that they weren't ready to play, but it just has looked like they're a little bit more down. Need something big to happen for them to kind of get that momentum back on their side.
I was going to say the same thing. They just need a momentum shift right now. I mean, they're just in need of a big play. Well, Spencer Solon, I don't think they're going to get it this half, it doesn't look like. Spencer Solon's coming back out to punt now after the timeout. Wouldn't be the worst place for a fake. I don't know that Walker Valley wouldn't be looking for something.
They've got 2 return guys back.
Yep. So Solon's ready to punt. Ball sitting at the Walker Valley 49-yard line.
Smith back deep for the Mustangs.
Here is the snap. It's a good one. Plenty of time this time, and it's a nice spiraling punt that's going to hit at the 5 and bounce down inside the 5. An outstanding punt by Spencer Solons. He's a weapon. And let's see what this might can turn. You know, Solons usually excited is just walking off the field.
I think he's hurt.
He's hurt.
He is hurt.
He is hurting.
But
he's playing through it.
Some vindication right there on that punt.
Absolutely. That ball lands inside the 5. It landed right at the 5.
And just took that little side
spin
perfectly.
Didn't it? That was just a perfect punt. I think the ball's marked at the 3. It is. So after the punt, Walker Valley takes over in some dangerous territory there at their own 3-yard line.
Just got to watch the deep. You've seen the flash. They've got a slot. Same guy that caught a touchdown. Open in the slot right here. McMinn's got linebacker Slager and Faulkner kind of as the safety over the top.
Swartzel, the quarterback, is going to keep the ball right up the middle. He's going to be hit. Maybe a short game. We'll see where they mark it. He was standing about 2 yards into his end zone when he took that snap. Yeah, they're going to give him 1 yard on it, so we'll call it the 4-yard line if the yard marker is right across the way. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9, 1:30. And perhaps after this play, if we're able to hold them back again, we could see Coach Cagle call a timeout. Or he may just want this half to end.
Yeah, that's almost what I'm thinking, because I would have thought he would have called it right there, but you just got to watch and see. Same thing again, kind of set up the same offensive spread.
And here is the quarterback taken down in the
they got him in the end zone.
Running back. They're going to give him. I think they're going to give him forward motion to the 1. They're not calling it a safety, but it was awfully close. And timeout by McMinn County with 59 seconds. So we're right at 1 minute to go here in the first half. I'm trying to see where they mark it. I think it was, look at that. It is close to the goal. It's not even to the 1 yard line. We'll put Jared on the binoculars out there. We're going to keep it right here. Again, Darrell Patterson will join us at the half, and we'll kind of take off where we began during Cherokee game day, and that's talking a lot of Athens and Tennessee Wesleyan and McMinn County sports, radio coverage, some of the names and athletes that he played with and covered during his time, and, of course, a long career as a Chattanooga sportscaster. Jared, looks like the ball is really close to we're going to call it the 1, but
there's a shoe that the referee, I don't know what size he is, but his foot fits between the ball and he's standing on the goal line when he was standing in front of it.
Wow.
So it's very close.
Well, that was really close. We do have a lot more music tonight, don't we?
Yeah.
In between.
I hate to say it, it's almost like we've copied a certain team down the road that does this too, so which has probably made this feel like a home game for them. But
all right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12. The ball setting at about the 6-inch yard line. I'm telling you, Swartzel is about 5 yards in his end zone. That's where he's going to take the snap. He's going to step back. He's going to try to throw long, and it's going to be incomplete, overthrown, and they're going to have to punt, and that stops the clock.
That's exactly right.
One way to look at that is you throw it long, and if it's intercepted, it's just the same as a long punt.
Yep.
But if it's incomplete, man, you give some time back to McMinn County.
I'm glad it was incomplete because I kind of saw a couple of defenders turn and stop, and I was like, whoa, keep going, keep going.
Yeah. So Sharp and Thompson are your return men.
And Walker Valley's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure they got everything in line for this one. Our return guys, again, we're going to keep it right here. Our return guys are going to be standing probably at about the Walker Valley 40 or 45 yard line. You would certainly anticipate getting really good field position.
Yeah,
here.
I think so. And you got to wonder with 53.8 to go, or do you try to go after the punter because they're in the end zone? We've seen that happen already this year.
Yep.
Sack the punter in the end zone and down at Howard. So get a couple of points that way. So we'll see if they go after it.
Teams breaking the huddle, which was on the sideline, and they are headed back out onto the field. Remember, again, it's Swartzel, the quarterback, who will be the punter as well. Man, he's a busy guy.
That he is.
Maybe he'll be tired.
Well, and you got to look. They've got I was going to say they've got 4 wideouts.
Yeah, and we had
but
2
now
guys.
They're going to bring them out or bring them in to block.
Now we have just a lone person back here, Sharp. It's a really quick kick. It's a nice kick, and it's going to be taken at the 40, and now to the 35, to the 30, coming down the left sideline, inside the 20-yard line, or right at it, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Cherokees with 44 seconds to go, and showing them with 1 timeout left, and I think the ball is right at the 20-yard line. And they were so having to urgently block to keep McMinn out that there was no one down to have coverage for the punt. And Sharp made a nice little stutter step move. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
bought him a little time.
Almost a little skip move there. Kicked the leg up for a second, then kicked it into gear.
McMinn has it at the Walker Valley 20-yard line. Technically, you're in that zone of being in field goal position right now.
7 would be huge.
It would be. Here is a handoff to Sharp up the middle. Not much there. He fights his way, I think, to the 15. Picks up 5, and McMinn County is going to have to call their last timeout.
Timeout Cherokee.
I think right here, I don't, maybe take a couple of shots and then get Spencer on there to kick it.
McMinn County, McMinn County, first of all, to complete that thought, has punted on all 4 of their possessions here in the first half. Just haven't been able to get anything going. Now they're sitting at 2nd down and 5 from the 15-yard line. I see Spencer Solons down on the sideline, and he is practicing field goals into a net, kicking into a net, getting that leg warmed up. Even 3 would be big right here.
It makes it a 1-score game. Knowing that Walker Valley gets the ball coming out of the locker room at the half, you've got to get something on the board here. You've got Kessler out wide right, Sharp in the slot, Dakota Thompson near side wide out, and Miller kind of a halfback tight end.
If they do get caught and get tackled in bounds, you would expect them to rush up. Here is a quick pass over the middle. It's caught inside the 5-yard line. They're going to have to get everybody down quickly. It's a first down inside the 5. It's a great catch by Sharp. I think it was Sharp over the middle. And Mullen steps back and spikes the ball.
Huge play, huge catch by Jacob Sharp, diving catch.
Absolutely, and the ball is at the 1-yard line, where it's going to be second down and goal from the 1. Mustangs call a timeout. They're probably going to get some bigger guys in there, but now, boy, you're right there. Second down and goal at the 1-yard line. Yard marker still showing first down. It's not first down after the spike.
I think it might have been Coach Hakins a little upset maybe with the catch or the spike, or the clock does stop for the chains to reset.
Yeah.
And it did, but after they get set, about 3 seconds ran off.
Yeah.
I mean, right here, you already saw Slager and Fagans kind of take off and go in there.
Yeah, they were ready to bring in the heavy package. I guess it's. So
I think you just
push Mullins over.
That's what I was going to say. Brady Mullins up the middle, just let him try to punch this one in. And you take the momentum into the locker room. That's the biggest.
And you know what? And you line up and just tell them, we're going to do it twice if we need to. Because 29 seconds, you can line up and do it again.
Right back up.
So right here, you just want to stay away from any penalties right here. And they're going to hand off to Sharp. And he is no signal yet. And they're going to mark him short. And so the
go.
Clock has stopped. Now the clock running again.
They just signaled it.
Now the officials are holding the ball, and now there is a flag. So, my goodness. So a flag comes down late. They're saying that the Walker Valley players are indicating something against the Cherokees. I don't know what the officials were doing, not getting in there and marking that ball.
They blew their whistles, but then they all stood around.
The clock stopped, and I'm not sure that was a mistake, I believe.
And that's controlled by the official on the field too.
That's exactly right.
That is not home cooking, if anybody's listening.
So I can't imagine.
Personal foul on Walker Valley.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yep.
So that's going to move it 3 inches closer to the goal line, I guess. I really just want to see just quarterback sneak and push him in. We've done it 1,000 times, but we'll see what the call is here. Tried to run Sharp around off tackle there. And again, now they've reset the clock at 20 seconds. So again, you could theoretically do this twice. It's third down.
Coach Aikens all the way down the sideline trying to get an explanation.
It's third down and goal. They've reset it at 20. I think they'll blow it into play. Cherokees need to be ready to go.
Go.
They push it through, and there's a touchdown, Cherokees. And they do run the sneak straight up the middle with 17 seconds in the second quarter. Man, what a big score for the Cherokees to get back in this one.
And there comes the crowd alive, finally.
Well, they've been waiting all night to cheer.
Snap it. They had a guy running off the field. Get a 2-point
let's
push.
See, they're going to bring over into the traditional extra point set now. Had an opportunity to go for 2 there.
Yeah. If you snap it, the guy's running off the field, you're on the 1-yard line again. Yep. Another push.
Solons. Well, I'm calling him Mullins tonight. Solons in for the kick. And it is up. And it is good.
There's a flag finally. Solons ran into again.
17 seconds to go in the second quarter. Walker Valley 10, McMinn County 7. However, there's a penalty. And Coach Cagle's wanting an explanation from the head official. And we'll see. I guess they would take the. I think they would take the extra point and take this on the kickoff. But Coach Cagle is still arguing a point on the sideline, and I'm not sure what that's about.
Well, the referees aren't really supposed to argue calls to the players, and he kind of came in because Spencer got pumped up that he finally got a flag.
So the extra point is good. It's roughing the kicker, and they're going to mark it off on the kickoff.
I think the referee took a little offense that Spencer finally got his flag and got excited about it.
Yeah.
So,
well, good grief.
Which tells you probably should have thrown them earlier because they were worse than that one was.
How big of a score right there. And by the way, let's not overlook the fact that it was Spencer Sullins who pinned them back.
Exactly. Got them down to the what was it, the 3-yard line, yeah. And then some big defensive stops.
And same thing a week ago at Powell he did the same thing, and then Powell runs 3 plays. They have a bad punt. It gives great field position to the Cherokees, and they put it across for a score at that point in the game.
Yep.
So it's Sullins who's setting them up, and he's doing a great job. He's playing a little hurt tonight. He's been ran into a few times, but he's out there still getting it. Let's see if they would they possibly do an onside kick here?
I wouldn't.
I'd be pretty happy with the 7, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Take the momentum to the locker room. And Terry, we got a fan favorite back on the sidelines after this kickoff. Dandy the dog's back out there to collect the kicking tee.
Here is the kick, and before they can kick it, there's a penalty on the far side, and I'm assuming that McMinn was offsides. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
Which offsides on the kickoff means one of the other special teams players was across the line before Spencer kicked it. So he'll just back it up 5 yards, put it through the end zone.
That's just because our Cherokees are so fast.
That's it. That is it.
So waiting for the ball to get back here.
Came by way of the sidelines.
Man, that was a big score there for the Cherokees. Just didn't do much all quarter. But now they can go in. They can make some adjustments. They'll have an opportunity to do that. Daryl Patterson going to join us at halftime. And you'll enjoy him. Man, what a great guest he was on Cherokee Game Day. So now here is Spencer Sullins kicking off once again. He's going to kick it. Wow, he kicked it through the end zone. I
think he's a little motivated and fired
Here's Dandy looking for the tee. Spencer helps him out a little bit. And here comes Dandy. A great job right there.
Crowd favorite.
Except for the touchdown. That may have been the highlight of the first half.
That's exactly right. And the punt, the touchdown, and the dog. There we go. Top 3.
Don't let us forget talking about that punt to Coach Cagle at the end of the game, because that was a big play. 17 seconds. Got to be careful here with Swartzel. They don't mind putting the ball up. They're going to take a knee, though. There's a flag before the play. It's offsides on the Cherokees. They're just trying to kneel down and take a knee.
Yeah. Same side judges that called a sideline warning a minute ago.
Well, I stand corrected.
Okay.
It's offsides on Walker Valley. I guess
we'll take that one.
We'll
take that one, fellas.
As we said, the guy's doing a great job down there on the sideline.
Perfect.
So first down and 15. Again, Swartzel will take a knee. They're just wanting to get out of this half, and that will do it for the first half. So a big score late in the half for the Cherokees with 17 seconds to go. They made it 10-7. Walker Valley leading 10-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, sports fans, this is United Primary Care, your locally owned full-service medical clinic. We have some awesome news for you. We are now accepting 10 care patients at all 3 of our clinics. Weekend and same-day appointments are now available in Madisonville, Etowah, and Athens.
UPC provides all your healthcare needs, including x-rays, labs, diagnostics, so much more. We're on Facebook or UnitedPrimaryCareTeam.com. Think healthcare, think UPC.
Plaza Electronics and Appliances, locally owned for 32 years, is one of the largest collections of appliances featuring brands such as Whirlpool, Tag, and Speed. They have water and dry repairs starting at $11.95. Need new kitchen appliances. Plaza Electronics and Appliances. Free same as County Service for sale. Visit them for home staples at 1609 Parkway South. Online at Electronic Federal.
WJQWLAR.
Welcome back to Cherokee Stadium. It's halftime here on senior night, and the score, Walker Valley 10, McMinn County 7. A late score, 17 seconds to go in the second quarter. A big touchdown for the Cherokees has made it a game again. Remember, Walker Valley gets the ball coming back out in the second half. McMinn County won the toss tonight, and they had a good return. Started at the McMinn County 43 on the opening kickoff, but they were 3 and out and had to punt, and that was something you'd see over and over here in the first half. It was basically all Walker Valley until the very end. Walker Valley fumbles, so they get the ball at the Walker Valley 29. They fumble on their first play, but they're able to get it back. But on the second play, it's a pass from Schwartzel to Stack that goes for 81 yards with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. The extra point is good by Wilson, and really quickly, it's 7-0 Walker Valley, and they have the momentum. McMinn County takes the ball at their own 20 again. They would go 3 and out. There was a penalty along the way there, and they would punt again for the second time. By the way, a couple of punts, those first 2 punts, it did appear that there was some contact there with Spencer Sullins, the punter, and so that's been in question tonight really just about on every play. They finally called one on an extra point that he kicked that they ran into the kicker. So Spencer Sullins has had a good night, but he's also had a tough night. Walker Valley takes over at the McMinn 47, and they would be pushed back, actually, to the Walker Valley 39-yard line. They were going the wrong way at that point, and they would be forced to punt. McMinn County then takes over at their own 22 in the last drive of the first quarter, and they take it up to midfield before the drive stalls, and they were forced to punt again for the third time. 3 punts there in the first quarter for McMinn County. Walker Valley then takes over at their own 20, and they would drive the ball from there into McMinn County territory. They were able to get down all the way to the McMinn County 15, but could go no farther. And so with 7:19, it's Wilson again coming out, this time connecting on a 32-yard field goal, and that pushed the score to 10-0. McMinn County takes over on their 19. They're able to drive it to midfield once again, but they are stopped by Walker Valley. A punt again. This time it is an excellent punt by Spencer Sullins. The ball lands right at the 5-yard line, takes a sideways bounce down to the 3-yard line, and puts the Walker Valley Mustangs in a really tough situation. And so they go 3 and out and are forced to punt. The punt is taken by Sharp at about the 45-yard line. He's able to advance it all the way down to the Walker Valley 20-yard line, and that's where that really set the Cherokees up for a nice little short drive. 3 plays. They had a nice pass completed from Mullins to Sharp that he dives across the middle for, makes the catch, and he's down at the 1-yard line. 2 plays later, with 17 seconds to go, they are able to push Mullins across from the 1 for a touchdown. The extra point is good, and that's how we get to our halftime score of 10-7. So in just a few moments, we're going to come back with our Cherokee Chat. Of course, that's brought to you by Domino's Pizza, and we have appreciated their sponsorship all year long for our Cherokee Chat. We have some great guests. Tonight is going to be no different with Daryl Patterson join us. And if you were able to listen to Cherokee Game Day, you know how good this is going to be. Just to talk to Daryl about his career, about his time here in Athens, about his time as a television sportscaster. So he's going to join us here in just a moment. But right now we'll take a 60-second break and back with Cherokee Chat.
Count on Star Regional Medical Center for Cancer Serves close to home. From preventative care and screening to diagnosis and treatment, our personalized approach includes guidance and access to resources throughout your journey. Rest assured, the compassionate, individualized cancer you need right here. Center, from the routine to the unforeseen. Learn more at Star Regional.
Carry out your means to carry out one-time pizzas for 7 order online or by phone.
infusion. We've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howabouttoday.com for Domino's carry out pizza how today. Spoiler alert, this carry out only for this offer. And charges may vary. Site availability varies by bus type. Excludes XL and special. For local store recharge extra and toppings and possible.
All right, we are back at Cherokee Stadium, and I'm joined by our Cherokee chat guest tonight, Daryl Patterson. Daryl, welcome back to the broadcast.
Oh, man. Thanks. What a great first half, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Let's talk about it a little bit. Walker Valley comes out. They obviously get the momentum right off the bat with the long pass, 81-yard touchdown throw.
And kept it for a long time, and McMinn just sputtering. Get a little something going, and then
a penalty.
Surprise, a penalty flag falls. I don't remember the last time I saw this many penalties called in the first half of a high school football game.
Well, and really moving on that, I guess it was a second or third drive where we were moving into their territory, and then two back-to-back penalties. A holding, a block in the back, and then a
dead ball foul on top of that.
All I know is
a 30-yard penalty.
All I know is I was calling first down and 40.
First and 40.
There's not many plays for that.
I did play-by-play for a while back in the day. I never used those words. Not those words.
That's what I said. It had to be a record.
Really, first and 40. No way. Yeah.
Well,
but what a great that they were down 10-0, and to come back.
That score.
Clock management in the last 2 minutes, brilliant. I don't know if that's by design or by accident because they got a good kick return.
Let's step back to Walker Valley's, McMinn series before. They stall out, but Spencer Sullins, a beautiful kick.
Yes.
Hits on the 50 and then takes a sideways bounce and ends up on the 3. And really, that backed them up.
Yeah.
And that put them in a hole, which really led to the good fortune of what was to come.
Exactly. All of that happened. It's like, okay, that's good. That's a great punt. We've got it backed up. Now what can we do? Let's hold them.
Yeah.
Let's force something.
Yeah.
And then you force a punt. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Instead of giving up a yard or 2 yards and let them take more time off the clock.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then a great punt return. A great pass.
Yeah.
Great pass and catch down to the 2. That reminded me of me. I used to catch the ball. Did I ever tell you back in the day when I used to be a tight end, I never had a catch like that.
That was a great diving catch. It was a great throw, like you said, great throw, but an equally as good catch.
Yes.
And that put us in business there. I don't know what was going on with the officials and clock management.
I don't know what those calls. I have no idea what was going on.
I think after that first down play, we ran it off tackle there with Sharp, and the clock stopped. And I'm not sure that there was any reason for it.
I think that someone somewhere along the line, one of the guys in the striped shirts, must have thought it was a touchdown.
Yes.
Because some of the McMinn players signaled touchdown, and then all of a sudden it's not a touchdown. The clock is still running. What do we do now? Then they finally, guys, decided, let's stop the clock and talk about it.
Yeah.
Now let's put 4 seconds back on the clock, and let's give them a ball. By the way, there was a penalty on that, half the distance to the goal line.
We're going to move it from the 6-inch line to the 3-inch line with the penalty.
I know, and I feel for you guys. It would have been great if this had been a college situation where the referee actually is mic'd.
Yes.
And you can understand what he's saying.
We definitely, as you, I'm sure, many times in your career, you try.
I have no idea what they're calling.
You try to figure it out up here sometimes.
No idea.
Let me introduce you to our listeners. That I don't think you need an introduction, but Daryl began his broadcasting career in 1965 at the age of 16 at WLAR right here on this station. in Athens, Tennessee. He was an on-air personality and covered both McMinn County and Tennessee Wesleyan athletics. In 1993, Darrell made the move to WDOD Radio in Chattanooga and began broadcasting UTC basketball and football games. In 1975, he had transitioned from radio to TV, moving to WTVC TV as sports director, anchoring the nightly sportscast, hosting UTC football and basketball coaches shows, and doing play-by-play on UTC basketball telecast, as well as some ABC TV regional college football telecasts. Let's stop right there. Let's talk about some of the things you did with ABC, and I don't know, that kind of regional or
there were I want to say 3 UTC ball games.
Yep.
This was in 70, would have been between 75 and 80.
Yep.
When there was no ESPN. ESPN was on the air because I turned them down. They offered me a job, but I had to go to Bristol, Connecticut.
Yeah.
I looked it up on the map. I thought they were talking Bristol, Tennessee, and I thought, I'll take this. No, I didn't want to do that. And they were doing, at that time, ESPN was carrying Australian rules football.
Exactly.
And
so you said,
I said, I'll stay where
these guys will never make it.
Well, ABC is doing regional telecast at that time of ball games. We're an ABC station.
Yeah.
And they wanted, I did the Tennessee, the UT Chattanooga Tennessee State ball game at Chamberlain Field, which was a good one, a very good one.
Yeah.
Did a Southern Conference game. UTC is just new into the Southern Conference game from Furman. It turned out to be a good ball game. And then when we did another Tennessee State game from Chamberlain Field, all 3 of them were on ABC regional.
Right.
They were just regional in like the Chattanooga market, Nashville, Knoxville, and that area. But that was cool working with an ABC crew to see how this stuff is done big time.
Yeah.
I mean, the crew that I worked with, actually 2 out of the 3 times, both times in Chattanooga, were guys that were doing the Keith Jackson, telecast with him on other games. That was a trip.
Some of the same guys that are working probably on the national coverage.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit. We talked about your time covering professional sports in the area. Atlanta Braves baseball, certainly part of that, and you told us a nice story about Tom Glavine helping you out. Let's hear about that again.
Well, and I don't remember what year it was. I don't remember years.
Yeah.
I need Dave Staley here to tell me the exact date, time, and place. But
by the way, we're about to get blown out of here by the Walker Valley Band. They are outstanding.
I'm looking forward. Yes,
we may have to turn these up a little bit.
This is the best high school band around here.
Yeah.
Ringgold or not Ringgold, but Heritage High School may have a band as big and as good as this one.
Okay,
back to whatever year it was. The Braves went to the World Series. They were playing the Minnesota Twins, and our news director decided to send me by myself just to do live shots. No camera person, nobody. I don't know anybody in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I'm there by myself, just do some live shots, set up the, set a scene setter type thing for the ball game. So what am I supposed to do? I don't know, just talk for 3 or 4 minutes about something. I don't have any trouble talking. So I'm like watching batting practice and all the pregame stuff, and having covered Braves games through the season several times being in Atlanta, I get to meet and know several of the players. So I get a slap on the back, and a guy says, and I turn around and look, and it's Tom Glavine. And he goes, "Hey, dude, what's happening? How are things in Chattanooga?" I'm like, "Oh, great." So we talk a little while. I ask Glavine, "What are you doing at like 6:15? He goes, "Nothing. I pitched last night, so I'm not. I'm free. I'm off. I got the day off." And I said, "What? Could you be a live guest for me back in Chattanooga at 6:15?" He said, "Yeah, I'd be glad to." So he gets with the Braves PR guy and sets it up, and it's fine. So at 6:15, Tom Glavine walks back up. We mic him up, talk for 5 minutes about the last night game and the game coming up tonight. It's like, that's, like I said earlier, the advantage of having been to Atlanta for 2 or 3 seasons and interviewing the Smoltzes and the Glavines and the Ron Gants and those folks several times. You get to know these guys. we don't go out to have drinks or anything like that. No, but to have Glavin come up and slap you on the back and say, how are things in Chattanooga, and then do a live interview with you, that was cool.
And as we said in pregame, future Hall of Famer standing there with you.
And broadcaster. And broadcaster.
And broadcaster.
Exactly.
Well, that's my next question. I know that you've tuned in probably for the Glavin Smoltz Chipper Frank
Oh,
Kerr.
man.
How'd you like that?
I loved it. They ought to do that more often, and they did it one more time.
Yeah.
And hopefully Valley Sports, somebody, somewhere that's making decisions will decide to do that several times next year.
Well, when Chipper came to town, I mentioned that. I did the meet and greet, got to meet him when he spoke for the Chamber of Commerce banquet, and he said, yeah, we're going to try to do a couple more. We just had too much fun with it. So.
It's great. And the three of those with Glavin and Chipper, and one of them you have Smoltz drop in, Francoeur, who's
kind of there.
He's a working stiff. He works those games. Then you add Maddox. You get Maddox on the phone. And listen, I never interviewed Maddox, and that was kind of like on purpose. Maddox didn't like being interviewed. He did a lot of print media interviews, but not a whole lot of broadcast interviews. But he is has such a deadpan sense of humor, and sometimes, and I've been around him, sometimes you don't want Maddox going live.
Yeah, it's kind of like, where are we going with this?
Have you been to a Braves game and sat in those seats? Our Maddox gets a little carried away, but that was such a natural thing to have them on.
I like what you said about Frank Kerr, because he's the one in charge of trying to keep the broadcast actually going.
He's the pro broadcaster in the group, other than Smoltz. I mean, Smoltz is
outstanding.
He's good. But that's such a great group, and that I've always been a Braves fan. I was a Milwaukee Braves fan. My favorite players when I was a kid: Warren Spahn, Lou Burdett, Joe Adcox, so many of those other Eddie Matthews. Oh, that Aaron guy. Remember him?
Henry Aaron, I think, was on that team.
Let me tell you a quick story about Hank Aaron.
Great.
This is a TV story. He's in Chattanooga speaking somewhere. He's at the Reed House. We're in the Golden Gateway. That's 1 block away. I go over to interview him. This was back in the days when our technology was film. We were shooting film. The film in the camera jammed when we were doing the interview with Hank.
Oh, man.
We couldn't do anything. We had to go back to the station, couldn't do it, because he had that opportunity. You had 10 minutes to interview Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
We missed that window.
Yeah.
And I said, is there any way that we can do something afterwards, after your speaking engagement here? And he looked at the guy he was with, who was, I guess, a manager or something.
Yeah.
Somebody was in charge. He said, maybe we can work something out. And Hank says, I said, we're only a block away.
Yeah.
And he said, where's the station? This is Hank Aaron.
Wow.
Where's the station? He tells the guy, get directions. Okay, fine. We do that. I go back to the TV station. I'm getting my 11 o'clock show ready. I'm thinking, I will never again see Hank Aaron. About an hour later, our news department is upstairs. The receptionist downstairs pages Daryl Patterson. You have a visitor in the lobby. It's Hank Aaron. And I'm like, what? Everybody in the newsroom was going like, yeah, right. Hank Aaron came by the TV station. I go downstairs. I swear to God, he is sitting on the sofa. We did an interview with him right there, a brand new loaded camera that didn't jam. Had a great interview with him. And another one, Muhammad Ali was in town one night.
Oh, wow.
I get a call at supper from the station. They say, you got to get to wherever it was.
Man, these are legends.
I know.
Sports legends.
Yeah, it's like
legend talking to a legend. That's what it was.
It's like Muhammad Ali's in town. And I go, yeah, right. Yeah. Is he with Hank Aaron? So they said, no, you got to get to Lakeshore. He's there, blah, blah, blah. So I take off to Lakeshore. I meet the photographer out there. We find out where Muhammad Ali and his posse is.
Yeah.
I go in. They stopped me at the door. Go. What you need? I said, just need a couple of minutes to do an interview with Muhammad Ali. We ain't doing no interviews. We didn't come here for no interviews. Ali, I see him out of the corner of my eye get up and start walking our way. And I thought, I ain't going 10 rounds with this guy. No way. I'll leave. Thank you very much. I'll take my guy and we'll get out of here. Ali comes up and goes like, what's going on? And I said, when you just needed an interview, and his manager or his handler is like, no, we're not doing interviews. I done told him we're not doing interviews. Muhammad says, when you come to a place like Chattanooga, you got to take care of the people. How can I help you, son?
Oh, wow.
We did. At this time, it was still filmed. We had a full magazine on the camera. Yep. It didn't jam. And a full magazine of 16 millimeter film is about 18 minutes.
Yep. Oh, wow.
We used it all up on interviewing him. Went back to the station, get it processed. We used that interview, different parts of it, the whole week. Transition later on. I'm wanting to save all this stuff for
posterity.
Posterity, whatever that word is. And again, it's on film. So I go to get it out of the film morgue so I can, we're by that time videotape. I wanted to dub it, save it.
Yep.
It's gone.
Oh.
You mean the film of my interview with Muhammad Ali is gone? Yes, Daryl, including all of the film of the Jimmy Hoffa trial. Because they had taken all of the film, which we didn't use anymore, melted it down into a silver bar to get the silver out of the film.
Oh my gosh.
I still have the Tom Glavine live shot.
Okay, I was going to,
The Muhammad Ali interview, no. And the Hank Aaron interview, no. It's all gone.
Well, I'm going to...
So trust me when I tell you, those things really happen.
I'm going to share one picture with you that I received after our Cherokee game day from Mr. Kaufman, and he thought you might... Have you got a message for him after seeing this beach pic? He's not. It doesn't show him laying on the beach.
No, is he in Myrtle Beach?
No, I don't know where he's at exactly.
Because I started to say that looks like the chair I sat in Myrtle Beach about 5 years ago.
Beach.
Yeah, it does. Looks like Pawleys Island.
And that
it does.
It could be the case. He'll text us here in a minute.
Attaboy, JC. You're the man. You're my hero. I learned everything I know from Johnny Kaufman and Johnny Perkle.
Well, I tell you, Daryl, I just want to thank you again.
Hey, man, it's been a ball.
It's been our pleasure, and it's been our privilege to have you. And hey, come back next year
I
and
will.
do this again, man.
You got my number. You call me. I'm off that day. So we can work something out.
All right, man. Listen, thank you so much.
Great to see you.
Thanks
both
for being here. Welcome back.
Call me. We'll do a basketball game this year.
Right. Well, there you go, man. He's the man.
Maybe I could still do play-by-play.
We'll let you right in there.
Maybe not.
All right, you've been listening to Cherokee Chat with Daryl Patterson. We're going to take
what a band. How about that band?
We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back with statistics from the first half.
Not flowing for rest unless it was foreign.
Going here in the second half,
and dog fight. We just gotta come out and keep fighting.
That's exactly what we said. It just feels like a dog fight
It is
tonight.
exactly what it is.
All right, they're going to get right back at football here. It's beginning of the third quarter, and the Cherokees are getting ready to kick off. Spencer Sullins will be kicking off, and then we'll keep an eye, as we always do, on Dandy, the black lab that runs out and gets the kicking tee and brings it back to the sideline.
We'll get to some score updates throughout the third quarter because half the games got played last night, some of them getting played tonight.
Here's a kick that's going to carry into the end zone, and so Walker Valley is going to begin this third quarter, and they will start out right. Oops, Spencer Sullins forgot. He picked the tee up. He forgets that sometimes.
Little handoff
That's
to Dandy, those good.
Well, they work good as a team.
Yep.
So Walker Valley again starting at their own 20-yard line, and it's a 10-7 ball game. Walker Valley 10, the Cherokees 7. It was all Walker Valley really in the first half, minus the last 2 minutes, maybe last 3 minutes of the second quarter, and that's when the Cherokees were able to pin Walker Valley back deep inside their 5, hold them. The defense holds, and the offense finally pushes a score across with 17 seconds to go to make it 10-7. So here's Schwartzel. He's played a great game tonight. Back at quarterback, he's going to throw it right over the middle. He's got a receiver open, and he's going to be up over the 30 to the 31-yard line for a first down.
That was number 11, Garrison, Zeke Garrison.
So they are really finding, Jared, a lot of success just with these short passes, whether in the middle of the field or sometimes to the sidelines.
Yeah, and they've got some big wide receivers. I
Yes.
mean, he's got some big targets. Empty set here.
Yep, and he fakes it. Now he's going to try to throw deeper down the field, and it is complete as well. The defender was there. That was Cayman Brown. He hits the receiver as soon as the ball gets there, but can't knock it away. It goes as a complete pass and another first down up to the 49, and these Mustangs can move the ball rather quickly.
That's they kind of mimic that UT offense, the spread, and very quick, and they're going to go empty set again. So they're going to come out throwing.
The thing is that the empty set for them can mean Schwartzel running the ball right there. This time they had him pinned up for just a second, but he broke free, and he's going to pick up positive yardage up to the McMinn 45, so it ends up a pickup of 6. That's the thing. They've still basically got a running back there, even when they clear the backfield, and that looks to be about all they're doing right now.
Delayed quarterback draw.
Here is a pass over the middle that we're trying to inch a little closer to. It's complete. And he's going to be close to the 30 to the 31-yard line, pick up a 14.
That's Garrison once again.
And I just noticed Fagan's inching up a little closer to those throws over the middle.
That's one thing. It looks like the Cherokee defenders are about a step away from being there at the right time. So see if they can tighten that up a little bit. Look at that push by Jackson Montgomery through the
down
line.
the field into the end zone, deep, knocked away.
Oh, wow.
Wow. There's a penalty flag down. The ball was coming into the receiver. It looked like it was going to be complete, and a defender got his hand up. I think it was Dakota Thompson, knocked the ball away just at the last second, and a flag comes down, and it didn't even look close.
No, it
did not, because it looked like he had already just about caught the ball before the impact was made, and the ball knocked away, and now maybe another flag has come down. You hope this is not another
sportsmanlike conduct is what it looked like. Just who it's on is.
And this could cost McMinn 30 here. My goodness, just looked like an incomplete pass.
That looked like it just defended well, and it was there. Just timing was bang bang. I don't know that it was. Out of all the pass interference calls, that is not one that you would normally call.
I thought, honestly, that we were getting ready to call a touchdown there because it looked like really he had made the catch. Well, here's the call. Let's see what it is. We've got a pass interference on the Cherokees. And a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cherokees. So they're going to keep marching this inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be all the way down. That's 2 consecutive penalties again on the Cherokees, and this makes it tough. It's going to be marked at the 8-yard line after these penalties. The second one could have been half the distance, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, it's 1st and goal for Walker Valley at the 8-yard line, and boy, if we ever needed a big play stop, we need it right here. Fagan's trying to rally his defense, and he's barking out calls down there from his linebacker position. Remember, he's got some inexperience there on the defensive line. Let's see what Swartzel does. And looks like they're going to draw McMinn off sides, and that's going to cost them half the distance to the goal again. So from the 8, it's going to go to the 4. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line now. First and goal from the McMinn 4-yard line. Walker Valley's got 4 plays to punch it in 4 yards. Swartzel is your quarterback. He's a great runner. We found that out. Back to pass though. Looking, now having to scramble, and now he's going to throw it away at the last second, but he's going to throw it out of bounds. And it's going to go down as an incomplete pass. I think the sideline at McMinn was hoping to get an intentional grounding, or I guess they don't call in the grasp in high school football. But he was in the grasp. He was about to go down. He slung it. I'm like you, Jared. I was hoping that ball might just hang up for an interception.
I didn't know how far to the sideline he got it, and I thought, we got a guy right there.
Yeah.
Pick it off and go.
Threw it well out of bounds. So here's another big call. I just got to believe that they would use Swartzel's legs right here as effectively as he's been running the football. He's got Wattenberger back there with him now. Going to look. He's still looking now. He's going to be taken down. Landon Fagans with the sack. And that's going to move them back. He came quickly through there. That was a big play.
That was outstanding.
He was tackled. They ended up at about the 15. They're somehow going to give him forward motion to the 11, but that's still a 7-yard loss.
I think that's just how far Landon hit him.
Yeah.
And Swartzel, that's the first time we've seen him kind of rattled. He got up mad that nobody called out the block or missed the block and got hit.
They may be coming again. Oh. And that time, I think, in the excitement of bringing another linebacker that time, I think it was an offsides play. And that's going to mark it up 5 yards to the 6-yard line. Didn't need that one. It's 3rd down, by the way. It's 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. You've got to be aware of Swartzel running the football, even in a scrambling mode. Now let's see. McMinn plays it a little more straightforward this time. It's an incomplete pass that he had to throw it over Fagans that time. Fagans dropped back into coverage. And so now they're going to bring out Wilson. And frankly, if they get 3 here, that's a pretty big stand there by the McMinn County defense.
Keeps it a 1-score game still.
One-score game for sure.
The way they kind of threw it around to get that far down the field, and of course the 2 penalties that helped out. Questionable penalties, but
so Wilson, the lefty end, this one's going to be set down at the 13-yard line, so it's a 23-yard attempt. It's a snap down, and it is no good. Pushed off to the left side. There was also some contact with their kicker that time. Fortunately, no call, as it should have been. So off to the left keeps the score at 10-7, and that's a big break for the Cherokees.
It is, and it should bring the ball out to the 20 for them.
Clock was still running. I think they need to get that stopped.
Thompson shaking up.
Yep, he is down. He didn't see any of that happen. It looks like a cramp, doesn't it?
That's what I think so.
Looks like it. Well, 8:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Walker Valley is held out of the end zone, and then they miss a field goal. I think we'll keep it right here, Jared, because he could hop right back up.
Yep. He does have the whole offensive line out there checking on him, as well as the training staff. Let's look at some scores real quick. We'll
absolutely.
do that. So, again, most of the action played last night. Alcoa wins their region 42-7 over Kingston. Bradley Central wins the region 6A Region 2, 46-14 over Bearden at home. Bearden finishes second. Of course, Knox Halls took care of Knox Central 52-34. They will finish third and fourth, respectively, there. Powell and Knox West went down to the wire. Overtime win by one by Knox West, 24-23. That decided 1 and 2 there in the Region 2 5A classification.
That one went into overtime. Powell scored first in the first overtime, missed their extra point. Extra points in high school football, not a given.
Can make
for
a
sure.
difference. Right now, Oneida and Bledsoe County playing for second place in Region 2-2A, 14-0 Bledsoe County in front at home. Cleveland, Hardin Valley. Cleveland, essentially, they need to win to assure they're in the playoffs. They could get in another way, but they are in control 22-3. It was late in the second quarter.
Okay.
Farragut over Maryville 10-3 in the third quarter. So,
all right, the ball comes back out to the 20-yard line. That's important to note, too.
Yep.
So the Cherokees take it from there. And they have an opportunity on this drive to, if they can score, either tie or take the lead. Big play holding Walker Valley out there. They're going to give it to Sharp, looking for a block. And
that's a face mask.
That looked like some type of face mask. No call on the sideline. Is right in front of the official. He's going to be at the 22-yard line, picks up 2 yards.
That defensive stand right there was just very pivotal coming out of the locker room right there.
Especially with some mistakes along the way there, they still were able to hold them out.
Try to put some points on the board here.
The snap on extra points and field goals, specifically field goals, is really slow for Walker Valley. It's almost, here's a run around the left side. Tarzan White looking for some running room. He's going to be out. They mark him out at the 27, I believe.
J.C. Falls getting a big block on the outside there.
I feel like we're getting close to breaking one, Jared. I mean, we're just inching up a little closer.
There's really, I mean, you're looking at 2 to 3 guys to have to be. I know that sounds like a lot, but they're all within 7 yards of the line, so that those other guys have got to get all the way across the field. So you're just a couple of blocks from breaking one.
So it's 3rd down and 3 from the 27. Got to get up to the 30. Sharp and Tarzan White in the backfield. He goes to Sharp up the middle. Look, he hops over and might have reached the 28, but can't find any more running room than that. And I can tell you, Coach Cagle hates to kick it. Let's see what they're going to do.
And that was just kind of a breakdown right there. Sharp hurdled to get the positive or get back. Yeah, he got 1 yard out of it. So,
well, they're keeping the offense at their own 28-yard line. McMinn County keeping their offense on the field. Coach Cagle playing for a region championship here. First they try to draw him off. Looking for the play. Now the play clock's under 5 now. And they're going to call a timeout. So we'll see what's going to happen here. I'll tell you what, with 7:40 to go, McMinn County trailing 10-7 to Walker Valley. We'll take a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds.
Simmons Bank is proud to be part of our communities. I'm Shane Whalen, Regional President of our East Tennessee market. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other, because we accomplish more together than we do alone. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit us at Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, it's going to be 4th down and 2 for the Cherokees. I'm trying to find Spencer Sullins. He's still on the sideline. He's got his helmet off at the moment.
Well, he went into the huddle, so
guess they made a decision. He's back on the sideline. And usually that's what happens on those 4th and short. They'll have everybody up there just before they make a decision, but Sullins back on the sideline, so it looks like the Cherokees are going to go for it. They have Sharp split out to the right side. Only Tarzan White in the middle. They're going to hand it to Tarzan. He's going to look for running room. He's going to fight over the 30-yard line to the 31-yard line and a first down. Wow.
Gutsy call.
Gutsy call right there. That's a guy that wants a region championship.
Well, I mean, if you're going to burn the timeout this early in the second half, you're going to make sure you get the first down.
Well, that's a good point. And I think the fact that they are splitting Sharp out, it has to take one more person out of the box.
Yeah, definitely.
On defense.
And he looks like he has a linebacker on him. I don't know if you don't take a shot down the field again.
Well, Walker Valley, they look like they're coming.
First down and 10 back here. I mean, take a shot middle of the field. See what happens.
They have 4 down linemen. According to Coach Cagle, they played 3 down linemen all year. Here comes Brady Mullins around the left side, and he is going to, a flag from way down the field. Mullins was going to have the first down, and it looks like it might have been an illegal block. There was another official right there on the play, and that came from 20 yards down the field.
Well, Chris Powers got the call right, I think, on the block in the back. The official signaled holding, which was not the case, but man.
So that's going to back it. They're going to mark it off from the point of the foul, which is going to be at about the 43-yard line. So I think it's going to take it back to the 33, and it's, other than erasing a really good play, it's not going to be that bad for the Cherokees because it's still going to be first down, and it's going to be first down and 8 from the McMinn 33. But that was a nice play by Mullins. Pulled it back, and, man, he had a lot of green in front of him there. This time, one of the McMinn County linemen jumps off sides, and that is going to go against McMinn. No question about that one. Everybody anxious to get out there. Got a little bit of jawing going on, too, I'm seeing down there.
That rivalry game coming to fruition.
So it marks it back with the penalty back to the 28-yard line. 7:06 to go in the third quarter here already. Here is a handoff. The whistle blows before anything happens. Tarzan White's
offsides,
injured just a little bit, and this might go the other way, and it does. So you get the 5 yards back anyway. We've had a lot of first downs here because it's still first down.
Good luck, Terry Stancil.
So back up to the 33 again, where it's first and 8 again. But that clock already at 7:04 in the third quarter, it gets to be comes into play pretty quickly.
Yes.
Now Sharp coming back into the backfield. He's going to get the ball, looking for some running room. Finds it initially, but then is hit hard. Camden Goforth just put another player on his back.
That's what Walker Valley fans are wanting that call over there.
Well, I don't know what there is to call when you get blocked.
If you get pancaked, you get
pancaked. You get pancaked. That's all there is to it. Now the officials.
Sharp coming out.
Okay, Sharp's going to come out. Ball is moved up to the 37-yard line. It was a gain of 4 on the play. And it's second down and about 4. Again, Walker Valley leading 10-7. The Cherokees are in a dogfight here today. 7 men up close in the box there. Tarzan White looking for some running room. It's a quick flag down. So we'll see what the call is. There was short gain on the play, but likely holding. I think that's the case. So these officials really are throwing a lot of flags tonight.
Yeah, they get paid by the flag.
They're doing all right. It's going to be 10 marked off from the line of scrimmage because I think this one happened behind the line of scrimmage.
I've heard chatter from folks down in the opposite county about how McMinn gets a lot of home cooking calls, but I don't think they see this same officiating crew.
So this goes back to the 27, McMinn 27-yard line. Second and 14 for the Cherokees. Need to pick up some yardage here. Here's a pass over the middle. It's going to fall incomplete. looking for Sharp breaking across the middle.
Pass goes incomplete, intended for Sharp.
It was defended pretty well.
Yeah, and a little low.
Little like the not the touchdown pass, but the pass that was completed to the 1 yard line.
And Walker Valley's defensive line creating some issues trying to throw that ball.
Yeah.
Jumping at the line to try to bat one down, which we've seen McMinn County's defensive line do quite a bit this year.
Got an active defensive line for sure.
Yep.
This team probably looks better than what I thought. Mullins rolls to his right. He's going to throw. The ball's going to be almost picked off, and now here comes another late flag.
An eligible receiver.
Okay. So there's an ineligible receiver calling penalties every play, which unfortunately doesn't make for a fun football game. So let's see what the call is or how they mark it off. It's going to be a punting situation. Now, if they'll just decline this, I believe.
Illegal forward pass against the Cherokees across the line of scrimmage.
He was not.
And they're going to call a personal foul on McMinn, too.
Oh my goodness.
Official that called the flag for the ineligible receiver picked it back up and wanted to throw it again. So,
well, we'll see where this ends up at. That was declined. Then a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on McMinn. So you're right on it, Jared. They're going to mark it back 15 from there on the dead ball. I'm surprised Coach Cagle is still as calm as he is at this point.
Yeah. Well, the official threw his flag for the second time, but you're supposed to throw the hat if you're out of flag. So
he picked it up and threw it again.
Yeah. So
the ball's going to be all the way back to the McMinn 13-yard line with the penalty. They actually declined the lineman downfield. So here's Spencer Sullins. Boy, he's been we're asking a lot of Spencer tonight, standing on his goal line.
Ice the leg tomorrow.
And he gets it away just barely. It's a good kick that's fumbled.
On the ground.
And it looks like they were blowing the whistle before. That was an inadvertent whistle because he called for the fair catch, I believe, but he fumbled the fair catch, but they blew the whistle.
Yeah,
that didn't. I'm not sure who got back on it, but when he blew the whistle, it just kind of stunned everybody for a second.
Well, and I got something else called on McMinn here. What in the world? Because I saw the referee tell him official to go back.
Well, it looks like we're going to go do it all over again. And this time, the ball has been moved. Well, it's back where it was. It's at the 13. What was the call on that? Well, we're not getting much of an explanation. I'm sorry, folks. I would love to be passing along exactly what's happening, but it's as if there was, as if they weren't ready to play. But the ball's still exactly where it was on the previous play. It's at the 13. So Spencer Sullins again standing at his own goal line, and they've been coming at it hard. So Spencer's going to have to, I think, speed it up just a little bit, get that punt off, if possible. This time they don't come at all. And he punts it over the 50-yard line, going to be taken
That's a block
at
in
the
the back.
47-yard line.
There's the flag.
Coming down the sideline, he's pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line of McMinn, but there is a flag down back at the 47-yard line of Walker Valley.
That was wide open right in front of us, so flag came in from about 20 yards away.
Doesn't mean they get it every time.
Nope.
Or that they see it. So we'll walk this one back. This has been a strange quarter, and frankly, not much better for McMinn than what it was in the first quarter.
No.
Just haven't been clicking tonight.
That's what I was getting ready to say. All cylinders hadn't been firing with them all night, so it's
kind of expected. I know Coach Cagle talked about this, but I think after playing Powell, I felt like, or Coach felt like they would really get their speed up for this game, that they would after playing that top caliber of team, but just hasn't showed tonight. Just an off night for the Cherokees. I don't know how else to say it. They just haven't really been clicking. Well, first down and 10 from the 37-yard line of Walker Valley. That's where they're going to take over. And kind of feel like, again, this defense is going to have to make a big play for us tonight. Back to pass Swarzel. Now he's going to look to run. Had an opening, gets tripped up, and goes down back. I think he fights his way back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to give that to him.
Yeah, they're going to give him, actually going to give him a yard.
Near slot receiver was kind of throwing hand signals before the snap of thinking he was wanting them to throw it deep. He had Kamen Brown covering him, but Swarzel, that empty back set, just kind of took it himself.
Now this time he's got Wattenbarger back there with him. He's also got an H-back back there, almost like a fullback, and Wattenbarger gets the carry. He's found a little bit of running room, but it closes quickly.
Got bent back a couple of yards there.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to strip that ball from him. Doesn't come out,
that would
though.
be huge right now.
Yeah.
Turnover would be huge.
And they're going to mark this at the 43. It's a pickup of 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. It's a short 5, more like 3rd and 4, I guess.
3rd and 4.
So we'll see McMinn County changing sides with their defense really quickly. Swarzel, got to wonder if they're
Slager may be coming. He's got a safety over the help, and Dakota Thompson.
Yep.
He kind of scooted over like he's going to blitz. Now he's dropping back.
Now they drop back looking for that short pass, enough to get the first down.
Wide open over there, Spencer McCutch over there.
Yep, he's going to get up close to midfield. We'll call it the 49-yard line, pickup of 6, and that just is a little too easy. But that's their game.
Yep.
And we've seen that all night.
It's still surprising that this team lost to East Hamilton. To me.
It is.
After watching them tonight and what East Hamilton looked like.
Yep, they look pretty doggone good out here tonight. Now it looks like we've got someone coming. And that was Brown coming, and the quarterback Swarzel is going to keep, and he's going to fight for his way for some positive yardage. He's at about the 44-yard line of McMinn.
I thought the back had it and got tackled, but good fake right there.
Yeah, Swarzel pulled it back. They're at the McMinn 44 now with a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4.
Under 4 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Man.
Clock moving quickly.
Going to really feel that way in the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Until we get the lead anyway. Swarzel, hand off to Wattenbarger, but there's whistles beforehand. They're going to throw a flag, and there's going to be a false start against Walker Valley. So a few calls going for the Cherokees at the moment.
Take them when you can get them.
Remember, back to the 49, remember this team, Walker Valley, this school, has never beaten McMinn County in football. 14 tries.
You had that on top of the region championship. It's
making a statement here tonight. But McMinn's still in it, 10-7. 3:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Walker Valley 10, McMinn County 7. And
holding.
And here's a complete pass down the sideline. He was wide open, pushed out of bounds. No call.
That's a flag. Throw the flag.
No call, I don't think.
Taunting right there, but nope.
So this one's going to go down to the 27-yard line of McMinn. That's a pickup of 22 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Jackson Law was pinning his ears back and was trying to get back there and got turned around by the offensive lineman, which indicates a hold 99% of the time.
Yep. 1st and 10, Walker Valley. Got a new back there. Martin back there. He's going to roll to the right, and it's going to be chased by Slager. Now they're going to put the ball up in the air, and it's going to be just overthrown. Incomplete.
McMinn's been right there several times, just either getting a sack or, that ball's tipped up, and, if you have another guy trailing, maybe pick it off.
Yeah, and they're at times getting some pressure on Swarzel. It's dangerous to do so, though, with his legs. I mean, boy, if you don't get him, and he's hard to get, he can do some damage by scrambling on you. but he's not as effective when he is scrambling as far as throwing the football. And I think, Fagans was coming again.
Yeah.
And it might be called off now, but he was sure coming. And they do. Now they run it straight up the middle. Fagan's going to take him down. And he had some help from Dyer there. They get to the 20-yard line. So it's a pickup of 7. And that's going to be 3rd down and a long 3.
And don't break right here.
Yep. Got to think they're going to bring some people right here, and they do. It's a high snap. And Schwartzel's trying to scramble, but he's not going to be able to do so. He's pushed back. He might have made it back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So now it's going to be 4th down and 3. They're going to give him the 20. And Cherokee's brought a lot of players. They brought safety blitz, and I think they had a linebacker coming in as well. This time, they're not bringing in Wilson to kick. So at 4th and 3, it looks like they're going to go for it. Play clock is at 16 seconds.
That was one of those host of Cherokees taking him down.
Yep.
4th and 3.
Seems like we're off balanced here to this near side. And it's a handoff straight up the middle, looking for running room. And
Short.
He's close.
Short. What's funny is the near side versus the far side official. There's
I don't think he
a couple
got
of
it.
yards away.
They're going to call. Well, they're going to measure it. They're going to measure it. It looks to be.
That looks short from
It,
granted we're at an
it
angle.
does from us, but we've got a little bit of a weird angle here. He's got to get to the 17-yard line.
Make sure all those chains don't have any kinks in them.
Yeah. Cherokee football. They've held inches away. Wow.
Now just need a big offensive drive with under 2 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Wow, the defense has come up big again, folks. 1:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. And McMinn takes it over at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Got to get something going. I keep saying it. Where's the big play? We've been looking for it all night.
That's.
You know they got one in them.
Going to have to pull something out that they haven't seen.
And they're going to draw Walker Valley off sides, I believe. I didn't see anybody move for the Cherokees.
Yep. That's at least moving the correct way.
In the right direction up to the 22-yard line where it's going to be 1st down and 5. Back to the line of scrimmage. Mullins, Tarzan, White is in the backfield. Sharp split to the left side. Thompson split to the left side. And they're going to hand it to Tarzan. And he's going to fight forward. Still on his feet fighting forward. He's close to the 1st down. Maybe just a little short. They push him all the way back. McMinn County fans wanted a unsportsmanlike. There's no call. Looks like he's going to be maybe a yard short or 2. Let's see. He's up to about the 20. Well, boy, he's got to be close. He must just be inches short. I guess we'll call it the 26, but it looks like the 27. And here's where you really want to pick this up for sure. 2nd and inches. Let's get another set of downs.
Yep.
Tarzan straight up the middle, finds some running room, breaks it out to the outside. He's going to be over the 40-yard line, wrestled out of bounds at that point.
There you go.
And again, 1 man away that time, inching just a little bit closer. So this ball is going to be marked at the 41-yard line.
And right there, Tarzan, we've seen that several times tonight where he just kind of pops out of nowhere. It looks like he's kind of clogged up, and then he just pops out, or he'll drive his legs and pick up some big yards. He's winded, though. Look at him.
Yep.
He's worked hard for that.
He is winded at the moment. Maybe a good time for Mullins to pull it back in. He hands off instead Up to Tarzan again. He's going to have 3 or 4 yards, I believe, before he's pushed back. And he could, in fact, use a break. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. We're going to have time for one more play. Here comes Peanut Dyer into the game. Ball's up at the 45, so it was a pickup of 4 yards. And Tarzan now.
They're going to let him off. The official called the timeout to let him off.
And he is either winded or hurt just a little bit. He was running off the field, then went down. And as you called it, Jared, he was definitely winded. You could see it out there that he was kind of exhausted. He had his hands on his hips, and you don't normally see that out of Tarzan.
No, I mean, every single yard he has got to his name tonight, he has worked his tail off to get to where he has gotten every time. So he's had a couple of Mustangs holding on for dear life every time.
Well, how about this region championship game? And granted, we haven't seen the McMinn team that we've seen pretty much all year tonight.
No.
But nonetheless, man, it's a dogfight and what you would expect from a championship game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you kind of look back, it does look more like the first 2 games of the year, just some self-inflicted penalties, things like that. But, you know, it comes down to it. And you got to think something that Walker Valley's playing with a little bit more freedom tonight because of the East Hamilton loss last night.
That's true. Peanut Dyer's in at running back, and I would normally say a fresh Peanut Dyer, but he's been on defense.
Yeah, he's played a lot of snaps at defensive end, getting a start.
Sharp gets the call. There's a big hole momentarily, and he's going to get another 4 yards, I believe. So it's going to bring up, that's going to be the end of this quarter once they're going to mark it at the 48. So we'll call it just a pickup of 3 yards.
Yep, they're going to.
And that's going to do it, I believe, and it will here in the third quarter. So that's the end of the third quarter at Cherokee Stadium. The score, Walker Valley 10, McMinn County 7. We got a quarter to go. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, this is Jeff Wolfenden with Madison Avenue Pharmacy. Here at your only locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, we know that taking more than one medication can get confusing. So we offer special packaging to help organize your medications by day and time. This service can be life-changing for patients and caregivers of patients taking several medications throughout the day. We also offer free local prescription delivery. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Companion Funeral Home of Athens appreciates the opportunity to have served thousands of families in McMinn and surrounding counties since opening their doors in 2017. If you've ever considered making pre-arrangements to take the burden off of your family and make sure your wishes are carried out, they'll treat you with respect and walk you through the process as if you were a member of their own family. They also accept pre-arrangements from other funeral homes. No obligation consultation. Call Companion Funeral Home 423-453-2302. Stop by 400 South White online at companionfunerals.com.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, it's 3rd down and 2 for the Cherokees. If you're listening by radio, the Cherokees are moving left to right. They're moving towards the scoreboard side of the stadium. Big 3rd down and 2 right here, but you almost figure it's 4-down territory. Tarzan White back in the game. He will get the call straight up the middle. He's pushing forward, and I think he has enough for it. And let's see where they mark. Yeah, they've marked it. It's going to be a 1st down, no doubt about that. There's the call. So it's at the 48-yard line now. It's a pickup of 4. It's a 48-yard line of Walker Valley. Now, Jared, we really got to watch that clock.
Yes.
4th quarter. It's been a battle here. 2 teams playing so hard. Too many penalties tonight, and probably both ways. More on McMinn, I believe.
That's why I was shocked at halftime when it was 4 each and only 5 yards difference in penalties.
Yeah,
but I think the
didn't
third quarter.
feel like that. Tarzan White trying to find some running room. A ball came out, I believe, but he might have. Well,
he's got it.
He's got the ball.
Somebody's got it for the Cherokees.
It may have come out again momentarily because the Walker Valley sideline went crazy on the far side. Tarzan White fault. Look at where they marked that ball. All the way up to the 44-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on, it was really a race to the sideline over there. Again, he's bent over, winded.
And that starts playing into you a little bit, into your thinking, what you can do with it.
And that's the kind of, when you get that tired too, you can lose that football. Here's Sharp running up the middle. He's trying to fight forward, can't get away. This defense, I believe, much better than, I'll just say it, much better than what I expected coming into the game.
Like I said, it's been kind of impressive to me. This is the Walker Valley that I know has been talked about for several years every time leading into this. They've actually shown up tonight.
It's 3rd down and 5, really 6, let's call it. Ball resting at the 44-yard line of Walker Valley. Clock now going under 10. Walker Valley band playing as loud as they've played all night, probably. Here is a rollout. No, they're going to hand it to Tarzan. He's going to find some running room to the left side, makes a move. He's going to be inside the 30, pushed down. He was right at the 30-yard line when he was hit, but they're going to.
I think they're going to.
A bad spot if they move it back to the. They moved it back to the 32. Boy, I don't get that. But it's a 1st down.
I think because they felt like he cut back, but the defender, he made contact with the defender right there at the 30.
At the 30. But anyway, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That kind of cross-buck play there, a little misdirection handoff, has worked numerous times this season. It's a good little play. This time, straight up the middle to Tarzan. He finds some more running room, and he's going to be close to the 25-yard line, and he's exhausted. He keeps getting the calls.
I think he's proven that he's going to run hard tonight, and that's what they're needing. He's coming to the sideline. He's like, Coach, I got to have a break.
We're going to call it the 25-yard line. That was a pickup of 7 yards.
Somebody we hadn't seen in a while, Luke Slager. He's standing right down there behind Coach.
Yep.
See if he doesn't get a call here in a few minutes.
Peanut Dyer and Jacob Sharp are out there. Jacob just hasn't been able to break one here tonight. And he's going to get the call, trying to fight forward, but man, they are pursuing like crazy, Walker Valley. And they're going to give him about the 24-yard line, which is a little surprising there. Well, now they mark it at the 20. I'm looking at this now they move it up over the 25, or inside the 25. Well, so we'll call it the 24. It's 3rd down and 2. There's a player laying down for Walker Valley. I'm not laughing at the player laying down, but we were ready to go on that play before anyone saw him, including the officials. So
he went into burpee mode right there, just hit the stomach as quick as he could.
So there's going to be a timeout here. Let's take a little break. 8:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Walker Valley 10, McMinn County 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, you look at your home think, man, it needs some help. Supply has what you need. Serving East Tennessee since 1958, we can handle projects big and small, whether kitchen remodel, replacing door or window, or a new roof, or a new build from the ground up. We got the supplies. Contact us today, 425-4704, or visit us online at hawassi.com. Our team can help you remodel or building dreams. We are proud of this.
L&M Motors, your local Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer, is a proud supporter of McMinn County Cherokee athletes. Brother John and Marlon Hammond found L&M Motors back in 1966. Kevin Hammond's direct is still going strong at 201 South White Street in Athens. Kevin and the crew at L&M Motors for all your Chrysler Dodge and Jeep needs. L&M Motors says, try.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, it's 3rd down and 2. Got to figure they're in 4-down territory right here. Like to get it right here. Peanut Dyer in the backfield. And it's going to be to Sharp. They're going to chase him. He's going to need a block. Finds it. He's going to be inside the 15-yard line. Found just a little seam there right at the 15s where they're going to mark him.
Again, you're just sitting there. You're waiting. Yeah. And if that's what it's going to take tonight, just those chunk breakout plays and not the big breakout play, you're going to have to use them.
Here comes Slager into the game. Sharp's coming out after that run, limping just a little bit. This has been a battle. Now Tarzan White back in the backfield. I think he's, had about 3 plays out, getting a little bit of rest. They got to be keying on him. He's only one in the backfield. He's still going to get it. Finds some running room. Breaks a tackle inside the 5. He's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Cherokees. There's no flags.
That's the key, Terry.
No flags. Touchdown, Cherokees with 7:33 to go in the fourth quarter. McMinn County has taken its first lead of the game. Tarzan White is playing the gutsiest I've seen him play. And he's a gutsy guy, but he's having a gutsy performance tonight, putting it all out there on the line. So right now, 13-10. This is an important extra point right here. You'd like to get up by more than a field goal. So 13-10, McMinn leading. Spencer Sullins out there. Dakota Thompson is holding. We just saw a 15-yard touchdown run by Tarzan White. Here's a snap. It's low. Gets it down. Kick is up. It's good.
There you go.
7:33 to go in the fourth quarter. McMinn County goes up 14-10 over Walker Valley. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tennessee Wesleyan University offers more than 80 majors and minors at the undergraduate and graduate level. With the TWU Pledge, students may be eligible to attend tuition free. A 10-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio ensures students receive individualized attention, and Tennessee Wesleyan remains one of the most affordable colleges in the region. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more about on-campus and online opportunities. Choose blue at Tennessee Wesleyan University.
Athens Insurance, we're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we will see you through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. At Athens Insurance, we'll be here for you.
Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
We're back at Cherokee Stadium. McMinn County has just taken their first lead of the game with 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 14-10 Cherokees. Terry Stansel gives me this stat. Sharp, 18 carries tonight, 84 yards. Tarzan White, 18 carries, 81 yards. They are right together, and man, both of those guys being a workhorse tonight. Here's the kick by Spencer Sullins that's going to fly through the end zone. And so Walker Valley is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And, Jared, after the touchdown, after the extra point, this crowd came alive.
Need them for the next 7.5, 7:33 to go. Need them to be loud here.
And they are getting that way. Walker Valley, again, takes over at their own 20-yard line. Plenty of time, of course. 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Tarzan White in the game on defense, Sharp in the game on defense.
Get the crowd stomping on this stadium. Got to love that feeling under us.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a quick pass to the right side. It's going to be complete. The receiver's taken down, but not before he picks up about 9 yards up to the 29-yard line, I believe. That might be the 28.
Yulo again.
Yeah, we're going to call it the 29, Jared. Pick up right there of 9 yards. It's second down and 1 to go. It's bend, don't break. Now Swartzel's going to go to his left, looking for a receiver. Well, he had a receiver. Might have thrown it just a tad behind him, but it's dropped. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and 1.
You had Landon Fagans right there playing coverage.
Fagans was in good position there, and then he slipped down.
Yeah, but even him slipping was enough for that receiver to take his eyes off the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. So a big third down right here. They don't need much.
I mean, I wouldn't want to take a hit from Landon Fagans after catching the ball.
Well, you got to figure they're going to run, not risk him scrambling around in the backfield.
Soares will keep her right here. Yep, there it is.
Exactly. Straight up the middle. He's hit hard. I think he has the first down, but he paid for it. He paid for it. There was a big lick in there. Cam Miller might have been on the bottom of that one. So it is a first down at the Walker Valley 31-yard line.
It's one of those you just see him run and then just get stood up.
And remember that they have to have a touchdown. They're 4 down. McMinn County 14, Walker Valley 10. Clock at 6 minutes and 40 seconds now. This one going down to the wire. Back to pass again. Short pass. Came up just a little quicker that time. It's complete. This time only for about 5 yards, I believe.
Got 2 guys out there on him.
You see them inching up a little closer there, Jared, the defenders. It's at the 35, so a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. You wonder if they're going to bring Sliger or Fagans or Brown here in a second.
Sliger's scooting out into coverage. Now they're going to have to. Somebody's going to have to pick up the slot.
Yep. Back to pass. Got some pressure. They're going to throw it deep. It's going. Oh, almost picked off, but dropped by Thompson. He was coming across to pick it off. Went right through his fingertips.
It was almost like he was the wide receiver. I think he got excited on that one and dropped it.
I got a little excited myself because we could see it. Obviously, it was going to be overthrown from the receiver, but it was just a matter of whether or not Thompson could catch up to it. 3rd down and 6. They had everybody covered there, though. Nice coverage by the Cherokees.
Yeah, and Swarzel took a hit, too, at the end, so it's...
Wow, big play right here.
Big 3rd down.
This defense has come up big all night long. We're going to ask it of them again. Now, look, everybody in close for Walker Valley, a different formation. And now they're going to roll out to the left. He's looking downfield. He has a receiver over the middle. It's complete. He's going to have enough for the 1st down and is being drugged down just before he gets to the 50-yard line, but it's going to be a 1st down. So a completely different looking formation there. Gets the ball out to the Walker Valley 49-yard line and another 1st down for the Mustangs.
And you talked about it. When he rolls out, he can use those legs, and it kind of takes everybody. Montgomery was pressing him, trying to get to him, but Swarzel able to get the throw off.
You almost got to get him before he starts moving out of the pocket. And we've gotten him like that a couple of times tonight.
And he does a good job of avoiding jumping linemen. He can kind of duck the throws around him, so play clock down to 2.
Yep. Back to pass again, looking downfield, now getting some pressure. He's got some room to run down the sideline, inside the 40, inside, pushed out of bounds, inside the 30-yard line. They're going to give him all the way to the 27. So again, we get pressure on the quarterback, but we can't contain him. It's almost like you need a spotter for him.
Yeah, and 2 defensive linemen were there after Montgomery flushed him out, but weren't looking at him, just kind of looking at their other guys, and so just totally missed it.
Clock at 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game. Ball setting at the McMinn 27-yard line. Remember, Walker Valley has to put it all the way into the end zone. They're trailed by 4. McMinn County 14, Walker Valley 10. Walker Valley showing all 3 of their timeouts, trying to bring some pressure again. This time he's going to be brought down. Well, he's still pushing forward. We had 4 or 5 guys on him, and instead of a sack, he's going to end up getting a yard or 2. A couple of guys getting up slow down there. I think that was Cam Miller at the bottom of that.
Jackson
Lyle. The ball at the 26 ends up being, remarkably, a gain of 1 yard.
Jeez. Felt like it was a lot more than that.
Wattenbarger comes out of the game. So now they're going to have a lot of receivers, and they're pulling them in close again. They got to spread out on that far side, it looks like. Got 3 receivers flanked out there, but they're in close to the line. They're going to spread. Now they look back to the left side. They find a receiver. He's pushed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 10 yards and a 1st down for the Mustangs. They're moving the football.
Clock.
And bend, don't break has never been bigger than right now. We need these Cherokee fans up.
All right, I'll do my part.
I got to be up just so I can see the end zone down here. So Swartzel brings his team to the line. Wattenbarger is back in there at running back. And they're going to hand off, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Damon Brown came in off the blitz, off the right side. And he's going to be pushed back, I think, to the 18, so it's a loss of 2. And 2nd down and 12. And contain is what you got to do. The clock's going to tick under 4 minutes. Under 4 minutes to go. Ball sitting at the 18-yard line of McMinn County, but Walker Valley's on the move. Tried to draw McMinn County offsides. They don't fall for it. Got a receiver flanked out to the right side. And he's going to roll right now. Looks back left, looking over the middle. That's been there tonight. And it's complete in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Walker Valley. Hudson McCook right over the middle. It was patient. Schwartzel was patient back there, waited for him to clear a couple of linebackers, and they hit him right over the middle with 3:37. 3:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Walker Valley has retaken the lead. So now we're going to have to put the responsibility back on the offense. Here's Wilson in. It's 16-14. This is a pretty big extra point right here. It's up, and it is good. 3:37 to go in the game. Walker Valley's taking the lead. It's 17-14 now over McMinn. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, sports fans, this is United Primary Care, your locally owned full-service medical. We have some awesome news for you. We are now accepting 10 care patients at all city of our walking at same and Massillville and Athens.
PC provides all health care, X-rays, diabetic management, and so much more. We're on Facebook or UnitedPrimaryCare.com. When you think healthcare, think UPC.
New licenses for punting, sporting event movies come to life on a new TV from Florida. Samsung, LG, Sony TVs, seen from 57. And setup and service. Proud to be serving the area for over 32 years. Licensed Electronics and Appliances. Visit them at their new location, the former home of Staples, at 1609 Congress Parkway South, Athens.
WJSQ FM 101.7, WLAR AM 1450, Athens.
Here's the kickoff. It's going to be taken by the return man for McMinn County. Finds a little bit of running room, and that is Gage Hester back there on the return. And he gets it and runs it over the 20-yard line to about the 21, I believe, and that's where the Cherokees are going to take over with 3:16 to go here in the game. At their own 21-yard line, they're going to have to go 79 yards for a touchdown.
2 timeouts remaining. Walker Valley does have all 3 of theirs.
And remember, it's a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game. A field goal even will tie it up and would potentially send this game into overtime. So we have some officials talking about something on the sideline. I don't think there's any flags or anything. I think they're getting ready to go into action here. Okay, they're making a clock adjustment, I think.
3:25.
Yeah, they go take it back to 3:25 on the clock. I think the clock kept running after he was tackled. And that should not have been the case. So each team is, I don't know if there was a timeout called there, but each team is on the sideline.
Officials need a timeout.
There was no indication of a timeout by either team.
Well, and the official, the referee is talking to the clock, the guy that is running the clock button on the sidelines.
So yeah, maybe they allowed both teams to go to the sideline then for just a moment. The Cherokees are back out onto the field. Again, let's set it up for you. There's 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go. They let another second off of it. 3:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Walker Valley leads 17-14. Ball sitting at the 21-yard line of McMinn, and they need to go 79 yards for a touchdown.
I think they let him test his clicker there, so it worked.
Yeah, gotcha. Back to 3:25. You're right. Again, McMinn County got to work fast. They have 2 timeouts, but they got a long ways to go. Tarzan White back in the backfield. He's a lone back there. They have Sharp split out to the left side. And they give it to Tarzan White. He makes a move, finds a little bit of running room up to the 24-yard line. They got to hurry. Region championship on the line. Second down, 7 to go. Clock will be under 3 minutes when this play goes off. Tarzan looking for running room, still on his feet, gets up close to the 30-yard line. We'll see where the forward motion is marked.
Ace Cagle getting a pancake block down the field right there.
He is. I think they're going to mark this right at the 30. And if that's the case, it's going to be 3rd down and 1. That is the case. That was a pickup of 6 yards. Need a first down right here. Clock at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Ticking away fast. Here's Tarzan. He's going to have the first down. That's going to stop the clock to move the chains, and the Cherokees need to get set up quickly. This is something that teams practice. This is your 2-minute offense. You got to work quickly. The clock stops.
Don't have Walker Valley Band playing in the background.
No, yeah, that's a good point. First down and 10 for the Cherokees at the 31-yard line. Well, they didn't give them much there. Here is an up-the-middle run by Sharp. And, boy, got a long ways to go. He gets up to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Got to go quickly, Cherokees. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Jared, are they playing to try and get up into field goal range?
That's almost the way it looks. I mean, up the middle, up the middle.
Here's another one, straight up the middle. Tarzan White tries to spin free, gets up to the 39-yard line. Clock now at 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. And clock is running. Remember, McMinn County still 2 timeouts. Trying to work themselves up. Here's Tarzan straight up the middle. He's going nowhere this time. So this is going to be a big 4th down. This is a ball game. Now they call for the timeout. He gets up to the 40. I think they gave him the 40-yard line. So it's going to be, he's about 1.5 yards short is what I'm looking at over there. But it's 4th down.
It's a long 4th down, but I mean, everything's on it right now, Terry. I mean, it's the winning streak. It's the region championship on the line, and you don't, one's obviously more important than the other. Records are going to get broken eventually, but it's make or break time right here.
It's been a hard-fought football game. Again, the Cherokees at this point just never seem to be clicking like we saw them so much, but you've got to credit Walker Valley. I mean, they came to play. There's no doubt about that. They played hard themselves. So 1 minute 25, but it's all down to one play right here, right now. Boy, I hate 4th downs on drives like this.
Well, especially on this side of the
play.
field.
Yeah. So, man, we need
and I don't know if
1.5 yards.
You sit here and try to maybe draw them off. I don't know.
This is just going to be smack mouth football right here. They're going to run it, and you're going to have to push them out of the way. Now Cam Miller comes inside over the right tackle. Looks like they're going to run right. And they run to the left, and he's tackled, and he will not get the first down. They tried to run a little misdirection. I thought they were coming to the right-hand side, and they fall short. So Walker Valley's going to take over. There was no gain on that play. That's going to go down as a turnover on downs. Walker Valley takes over at the McMinn County 40, and they're going to be able to run this clock out. McMinn County only has 1 timeout. So I think they're just going to be able to take a knee, and they're going to go out of here with what is likely a region championship. Walker Valley coming out onto the field, brings their offense out. And let's see. Can't imagine them running a play at this point. Yeah. Wattenbarger now going to step back behind. They're going to take a knee. And let's see if Coach Cagle is going to call a timeout or not. There's no timeout called right now. Ball is moved back to the 46-yard line after he takes the knee. That's of little significance. So clock now under 50 seconds. Disappointing loss here at McMinn County tonight. Schwartzel's going to take a knee once more, and that's going to be it, folks. All right, Walker Valley is going to be your region champion. They're going to win this game. Walker Valley 17, McMinn County 14. That's the way it's going to end. And then for the first time in the history of this series between Walker Valley and McMinn County, Walker Valley has won the football game. Well, Jared, we got to turn our attention to the playoffs. That's
it.
That's the good news. As we have advanced to the playoffs, we're going to play at home next week right here at Cherokee Stadium. And then we'll just have to see where things go from there.
I mean, that's it. As much as this is going to hurt, you come off a tough loss at Powell. You have this game here, losing this one. But really, you're still alive. Playoffs start next week. Now it's win or go home next week. And so you've got to clear your head on this one. Obviously, celebration there by Walker Valley. You can tell how much this one meant to them. And hats off to them. They just came out and were firing on all of cylinders, it looked like, compared to McMinn tonight. And they
really
came away with the title.
I really thought they came in and played a great game. And, look, they're coming into enemy territory, so to speak. It's senior night. I mean, they walked into, a wasp nest, so to speak. And, man, they just came out and from the opening kickoff, I thought really played well. McMinn County, I thought, was just a little flat tonight, and really no reason for them to be that way, but that's what it looked like.
It was, and you've got new guys playing in new positions because of the way some things happened, and it just, perfect storm, but again, great thing is you play next week on this field again. You're going to see Clinton come to town. The Dragons of Clinton will be down. So you know who you're going to face off with already. And then you don't even look ahead past that. You got to focus on Clinton because we know who's going to be waiting. As far as us, we know who's going to be waiting. But next week, you got to get all this straightened out during the week. So,
well, next week you get Rouse back at defensive end, and things will start.
Well, I think he's out next week, too.
Well, Coach Cagle said he would be returning next week.
Okay,
so I think you're out
deal.
the rest of that game and one other.
Okay.
So he was out the finish of the Powell game and then this game. That's from Coach Cagle, so I would imagine that is a fact. So that will help secure things back. And what happens is it's not so much, and Rouse is a great player, but you just want people in the positions where you've had them. And then that way you're not moving pieces around so much. You've got a guy like Peanut Dyer in there playing the whole game there at defensive end pretty much, where he's usually coming in with fresh legs on offense. And, you might be handing him the ball and giving him some of these hard carries tonight.
Most of the time he's going to come in as a defensive pass rusher. He's not going to be playing the run heavy types or anything like that. And so tonight you could kind of see some hesitation by certain players and in certain positions, and it's just comes down to the last game of the year and regular season game, and it's a lot to learn in a week's time of not playing both ways a lot.
Well, Coach Cagle, I can already see he has spoke to his team and he is headed up this way. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and take a 60-second break. And then let's just come right back, and we'll head right into the coach's bench. Not the coach's bench.
Southland Finance Locker Room Show.
The Southland Finance Locker Room Show. I think I'm still upset about this loss. I was hoping we would get the victory tonight in the region championship. Nonetheless, Coach Cagle making his way up here. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back with comments from Coach Cagle on the Southland Finance Locker Room Show. Back in 60 seconds.
Did you know that All Things Exterior is your one-stop shop for energy-efficient metal roofing, vinyl siding, windows, doors, decking, gutters, and more? Basically, if it involves the exterior of your home, we can help. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. For nearly 20 years, Micah and I have been honored to help with your construction and home improvement projects. Whether you need one sheet of metal or 100, we appreciate your business. We offer quick turnaround, competitive pricing, and professional installation. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop.
WJSQ WLAR's postgame coverage continues with The Locker Room Show, brought to you each week after the game by Southland Finance, Congress Parkway, Athens.
When you need money for your fall home improvement projects, call Terry or Miranda at Southland Finance and ask about a personal loan. Whether you're remodeling, adding new home furnishings before the holidays, or simply needing to do some preventative maintenance to ensure your home is safe and warm this winter, they're ready to lend a helping hand. And they'll make the process fast and simple. Southland Finance, located in the Log Cabin at 516 South Congress Parkway, Athens. Call 744-9554. All loans subject to credit approval. Wait.
Back at Cherokee Stadium for the Southland Finance Locker Room Show, and we're joined by head coach Bo Cagle. And first of all, Coach, obviously not the outcome we wanted tonight, disappointing loss here in the championship game. Your initial comments about the game, what you had to say to your team.
Well, we just made too many mistakes to win the game.
Yeah.
We didn't play our best. At the end of the day, we have to play our best football week 11 of the year.
Yeah.
And we came out tonight and didn't do that. And, credit to them.
Yeah.
Came out with a little bit, confused us a little bit on offense, especially early. But there's no excuse for scoring 14 points. Just no excuse. So we just didn't do our best tonight.
One of the positives early on, actually towards the end of the second quarter, I guess we'd have to say, you had issues, some sustaining some drives, but as you know, like you're saying, we had penalties. We had some things. I mean, there was a ton of penalties.
It's a region championship game. You think it's the best two teams in the region, and then there's 47 penalties in the game. It's just, it's unfortunate.
Spencer Sullins comes in the second quarter, late in the second quarter. A drive is stalled here somewhere around midfield. He gets a great punt away, an absolute booming punt that hits at the 5 and takes the perfect sideways bounce, and you trap Walker Valley back inside the 5, which of course obviously led to some other good things happening.
Yeah, one of the highlights, probably maybe the only one. I told Spencer on the sideline when we were inside the 5 there, I said, if we score here, it's because of you.
Yeah.
It was what he did right there to give us an opportunity to get some momentum at halftime.
Your defense holds them. They punt away. Jacob Sharp gets it with momentum when he catches it and some open ground in front of him and runs it all the way to the 20. And at that time, that was a big score. I mean, you go in now 10-7 instead of 10-0, and a little bit of momentum going into the half. Well, I want to talk about some gutsy play out there, and I think Tarzan White and Sharp as well. It seemed like, but Tarzan White for sure just ran with everything he had, I thought.
And, if you noticed, he was playing defense, too. We had a lot of guys having to play both ways. Was gassed tonight. And, the guys played hard. We just didn't do particularly well on doing things right deal.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back with more comments from head coach Bo Cagle, and we'll also have statistics for tonight's game. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
When you need money for your
referees had more yards than we did.
ball penalty, and all of a sudden you're marching back 30 yards. There was 1 point in the first half. It was 1st and 40.
Yeah.
Those are tough things to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't do that. You can't have those negative plays that put you in that. And then, the flow of the game.
Yep.
There's no flow. You get no kind of rhythm. And it just makes it not fun.
Yep.
And I understand you got to keep order in the game, but sometimes
you got to let them play a little.
Sometimes there's anticipation of things that aren't there.
It's amazing how much different a half can be.
Yeah.
So how can there be so many in the first half, and then the second half they're just all of a sudden we start playing great and nobody's cheating. So I don't know.
Well, we thank you for coming up here, Coach. We look forward to next week. It's playoff time. You're in the TSSAA playoffs. It's a whole new season, really. And so we'll look forward to being back here at Cherokee Stadium next week.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, Terry, come on in here, and I think that I think he said it all right there. I mean, there's no flow to the game when there's so many penalties. And
that last drive in the second quarter, that was it. I mean, that was the most you really felt like that they kind of had the momentum going there. So
we'll give Walker Valley credit. They closed the holes quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we were one step away many times from breaking one, but they just closed it.
I don't think that McMinn, I'm not making excuses either. I don't think McMinn played a very good game tonight. But I think Walker Valley played a really good game.
They played a very good game.
I thought they were good in pretty much all phases tonight. And when those two things combine, you get a loss that you weren't expecting. But, hey, give them credit. They're region champs this year. But the Cherokees, again, we head to the TSSAA playoffs. We'll be right here at Cherokee Stadium against the Clinton Dragons. And I guess we'll be learning about them this week.
We will. I know they're orange and black. That's all I know. So orange and black.
That's right. Okay, well, I want to thank Dan Fletcher back at the station. He was our producer tonight. I want to thank Daryl Patterson. Man, what a guest he was.
That was great tonight.
Both before the game and, of course, he was our Cherokee chat guest as well. So thank you, Daryl. If you're listening on your way back to Chattanooga, we really appreciate your time. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. Jared, any final comments? And great to have you back again,
Yeah,
Jared.
I mean, I came back and we lose, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, you
fellas,
were here and we lost
that's
too,
true, too. But, no, just a lot to clean up in this week leading up. And, it's all on the line next week. I mean, it stings not winning a region championship on your home field on senior night, but you can extend your season right back here and make up for all this. So
I saw a lot of disappointed Cherokees down there.
Yes.
I mean, they were hurt by this, and they know they didn't play all that well, and it was an effort. Sometimes it just doesn't happen for you, and none of those guys came out and said, "Well, we're going to halfway play tonight."
That's why there's a movie, Any Given Sunday. I mean, any given Friday night, anything can happen, and it happens. So.
Yep, exactly. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here from Cherokee Stadium. Again, the final score, Walker Valley 17, McMinn County 14. McMinn County finishes the season second in Region 4-5A, headed to the TSSAA playoffs against Clinton next Friday night. Remember, playoff games start at 7 o'clock. All TSSAA playoff games begin at 7 o'clock, and that's where we'll be right here next Friday. With that, thank you for listening to the broadcast, and we'll see you next week.